There it is. I was like, where's my shield? This one. I'm cannibalizing the shield because I don't want to farm out for 3 hours. Because it wouldn't be interesting to the video. And I don't care if somebody goes, yeah, but then it's not official, it's not real. Who cares? I am disinterested with that answer. There we go. Perfect. Now I have it. And I'd like to check my account. And we got this here. And done. Problem solved. Great shield. Gonna use it. Fantastic. Huge fan. And because I earned a bunch of DDO points, I'm gonna buy an augment to put into it. If I already did the work. Well, no, it's because this is meant to be a solo guided playthrough. This is just meant to be a solo guided playthrough, and technically if I get an item from another character, it's not really solo because I'm getting help from another character, but I could farm this out. This is not hard at all. It's just time consuming. Yeah. If it's solo playthrough, the people get upset. You want to farm item for 3 hours, that's their problem. Yeah, exactly. It's the same item, and I farmed it like a few weeks ago. So I don't want to deal with that. Okay, so now I have this item. I need to put an augment in it, get rid of the arcane spell failure, so I will. Arcane. Spell agility 15. It's an augment that costs 175 DDO points. And by buying this, I can now put this into the shield. And now it has no arcane spell failure in it, which is very cool. The other thing I could do is I could put a sheltering augment in here if I really wanted to go all out. I'm going to do that. Same thing for the bloodstone. Yep. Like I said, I could farm it. I'm just not going to. I choose not to. I abstain from the farming process. But I am going to spend some remnants. I've earned hundreds of remnants on this character, so I'm going to buy one item from this guy. I have no idea what this is called. Oh, defense. Defense 20. I want the defense 24. Here we go. I could also buy resistance 8 as an augment. Resistance 8 is plus 8 to all saving throws, and this is 24 physical and magical resistance rating. And I think I'm going to take the defense over the resistance. Because I don't have anything that gives me magic resistance rating, and I don't have anything that gives me physical resistance rating, other than like these really low-level boots. So I think that will open up my opportunities for item changes in the future quite a bit. So now this gives 24 physical and magical resistance rating, 6 quality physical and magical resistance rating, insightful spell resistance, profane life force 32, profane well-rounded, which is +1, +2 to all ability scores, and it's got the spell agility, so I can use it without arcane spell failure. So to put it in perspective as to how good the shield is defensively, I'm at 29 physical resistance and 8 magical, and with the shield, I can do 76 physical and 40 magical. That's so much. That's so many more stats. Oh my gosh. Anyway, spell W. I'm looking for a spell warded cloak, but I only have low level spell warded. I was hoping for a higher level spell warded item because it gives spell saves and spell resistance. And that would be a great combination with this for spell resistance and insightful spell resistance. So we'll see. Currently, I'm at 24, but I don't know if I can get any higher. All right, so now we're going to spend our points on our Epic Destinies, something I forgot to do. So I'm going to do that here. Let's see what we got. So, always, I want to make sure I am grabbing Unyielding Sentinel all the time. Unyielding Sentinel is just kind of too good because it gives Divine Energy resistance. So now I'm not really reliant on house P buffs for anything. And it gives me 35 hit points, so that's just really valuable. Draconic Incarnation is very powerful because you get Scales of the Dragon, which allows you to take a lot of extra physical damage. And I want this as soon as I can. And then Primal Avatar is good because the Primal Avatar Mantle is amazing because I literally cast nothing but Sonic, Lightning, and Cold spells. So it fits super well. And then I can also get Evergreen. When I have Evergreen for infinite spell points, which is what this does, it says, when using any Mantle of Nature, your spells have a chance to grant you 100 temporary spell points for 60 seconds, which will go off constantly. When I have this, I'll be able to easily transition out of the Spellsinger, so I no longer need Spellsong Vigor, and I can take all the stuff in Stormsinger, like the big damage buffs up here, the extra crit and what have you, and have more damage. So I'm going to do that. So I'm going to grab the Your Nature Sky, the Rejuvenation Cocoon, because it gives me temporary hit points. Stormcatcher. The Mantle. And then I have 1 point left, so I think I'm going to take the Bloodline as well. Which one do I want? Which Bloodline? I think the answer here is the blue. White? If I take white, I get cold spell power. If I take blue, I get lightning spell power. I do have quite a lot of lightning spells, so I think this is... It's better to take lightning here, I think, just in general, than cold. I don't really have a lot of cold spells, so I think I will take blue here. Put the 1 point in. Yeah, the lightning is the proc from the Stormsinger as well. Yeah. Sorry. Apparently, my keycaps have decided to just pop off my keyboard, which is really weird. Uh-huh. Very fun. Good. We're back. Yeah, that seems good. So I'm going to dump all this stuff on here. Divine Energy Resistance is now a spell I can cast to give myself huge elemental resistances. So now I've got, you know, all of these defensive stats, which is really powerful and good. Where did that shield go? There it is. I want this on. I need to get a new weapon. So I'm going to go do something similar. I'm just going to use one of the ingots you get from Keep on the Borderlands. I'm going to do the Keep on the Borderlands, but I'm going to find the ingots by playing, so I'm just going to use the ingot first. Now I have Rejuvenation Cocoon. I'm going to turn this on so it's always active. Stormcatcher is another spell. It is a single target spell. It's not amazing in terms of damage, but it's also not that bad either. It's an epic ability, but it's not really pushing the needle. The other spells that I have are good enough. So if you're like, wait a minute, this spell is not that good, so why are you using it? Trust me, it's quite good. I wouldn't stress about my character's damage. You will be, if you watched some of my solo fighter and you thought, you know, I had an interesting experience in epics, this one's going to go real fast. Like, real fast. Why is this here? Oh, it's the imbue toggle. Right. Where do I put Stormcatcher? Not fast due to death? Yes, hopefully not fast due to death. Okay, what do I got? I have Magnetism 75. I have Devotion 71. So because I have Magnetism and I don't have, like, Sonic Spell Power anywhere, I'm going to get the Sonic Spell Power weapon. So I'm going to go grab the Sonic Spell Power weapon because I don't have Sonic Spell Power anywhere. I think that's the play. And I don't need to worry about House P buffs anymore, so I'm in the clear. I'm feeling pretty good about this. Let's do some Keep on the Borderlands. Yeah, if I die quickly, that would be really embarrassing. So I'm going to try not to die. That's going to be my current goal here. So I'm going to talk to this guy. Like I said, I'm going to earn an ingot, so I'm not really worried about, like, the order of operations here. Because I could go farm out and get my own ingot, but I have so many of them. I'm going to go earn it. So I have this item, and it's going to be replacing my Barovian Scepter. Now, there is a bit of a problem in that I don't currently have a... I don't currently have a item that grants me evocation DCs, so I'm going to check the auction house real quick and see if I can find a necklace that will give me evocation DCs. There probably is one on the auction house, but I don't know. So I'm going to be taking a look here in just a moment to see if I can find something that will do that. Because I don't know. Also, this ring has Sheltering False Life Fortification. Definitely better than the Nightfall ring here. Or the, yeah, this one. Nocturne ring. So I'm going to replace that. I also no longer need any of these potions, so I'm going to put these potions all away. They don't no longer do anything for me. Okay, I'm going to get rid of this key. My control key won't stay on the keyboard, and I do not know why. So I'm going to get rid of that. For now. Okay, get rid of this. I keep the ones of stone skin just in case. Everything else should be good. I'm going to check the auction house. I know you have electricity already, but it's like, I think electricity scepter was the play. I disagree. I think the Sonic is going to be more impactful because I do mostly Sonic spells still. I mean, electricity is good because I have chain lightning and what have you, but yeah. I think it's blasting is what I'm looking for. So blasting 2, blasting 3. I have a blasting 2 necklace and a blasting 2 necklace. And a blasting 2 goggle. 2 DCs is probably worth it, so I think I will take this. I do want the 2 DCs back, because my DC on like Lightning Bolt is only 40. It's in the 40s. My DCs are kind of low, which is crazy to me to think that like I have, you know, a reasonable amount of charisma. Nothing super, but yeah. It turns out items, they matter a lot, man. They are important. I'm gonna go 120 in a day, Warlock, go Burr. Yeah, I wish. And now I have Evocation Focus. It gives me an extra +2 to my Evocation DCs, bringing me up just a little bit. Okay, now I gotta get the quests. Damage Chain and Horn of Thunder at this point. Yeah, I mean, they're all good. Check the brokers. Brokers aren't going to have anything really crazy. Jewelry brokers are annoying because they usually don't have items that you need. Because most of them are broken except for the ones in Evening Star. And the ones in Evening Star have items that are too high level. Plus, I don't know how many people are selling to the brokers in Evening Star. Grab an Epic Hireling? Oh, I could. I don't think I need one, though. I'm going to kill everything at range, so I should be okay. Like I said, I'm a lot tankier than I was before. I may still eat it instantaneously, so we'll see. Yeah. And this late in the season, yes, might restart. True, honestly, I don't know how many people would even be in Evening Star. Okay, where do I put Stormcatcher? F is fine. What's the DC on this? Mass hold is 41? Oh, geez, Louise. What about the ogre quest? You got it. I don't think there are ogres. Are there ogres in Keep on the Borderlands?
These must be the caves of chaos.
I'm only scared of one quest, and it is the quest with Greater Command. But I think Freedom of Movement makes you immune to Greater Command, right?
The door behind you seals shut as you enter. There's now only one way to go.
Command is protection from evil. Does Freedom not work? If Freedom doesn't work, then I could die, yeah. I swear Freedom worked. Alright, let's go. So now I got all my defensives, I got all my buffs up. And, yeah. I can blow everybody up. Blow them to bits. That's it. Maybe it does. Yeah, I don't know. That's why I was asking, because I'm like, oh, I think it does. Hey. Bad guys. A bunch of bats. Okay. I'm trying to hit the bats, but they're too fast, man. They like to fly behind you. I don't even know where this came from.
This crest matches one of the sockets on the Minotaur.
Yeah, I'm basically just gonna run around and blow everything up. I don't really need to care too much about most of what's going on. I get a lot of extra damage from my mantle. It's gonna be constantly going off, applying extra damage per strike on all my spells, which is very nice of it. And then there's going to be some scary undeads, like this undead guy is really spooky. One of the reasons why I didn't take cold is because I like to be able to attack or to fight all of these. Also, I have this ability Stormcatcher, which slows monsters when I hit them, which is very, very nice. Because this guy is very spooky, again, and fast. And so I can just Stormcatcher spam, and then he can't catch me. My mana will be a bit precarious in these early quests, because I'm going to be spamming and I don't have the increased mana regeneration. But I'm going the wrong way. I don't have like the mana regen from Primal Avatar. So I think until I get the Primal Avatar thing, it might be a little bit slower than expected, but it's fine. It's still faster than Fighter. Which mantle? I went with Mantle of the Sky, Nature. These rats can hurt, so be careful about them. Also, I'm going to be making sure to keep up Displacement 100% of the time. Displacement's really good here. Because not every monster has True Seeing. In Reaper mode, a lot of monsters do, but in Elite, not nearly as many.
Enough crests to fill all of the sockets on the Minotaur's
it is.
barrier.
Yeah, the Primal Mantle is amazing for damage. Gotcha. Keep my displacement up. Make sure I have my rage. Displacement and rage are really important. Keep those up all the time. Now I just hit this guy.
The infuriated Minotaur gives a roar of rage and attacks.
And just keep hitting the guy. More lightning damage. Lightning bolt. Lightning bolt. That's it. Oh, guild leveled up to 85. Let's go! Enchanted Horseshoe on Hardcore League. Let's go! Ding. Oh, look, I'm excited, okay? We did it. Also, I got a cut right on my thumb on the skin. Like, in this, like, you know how there's, like, on your joints, there's, like, little, like, lines in the skin? I got a cut in the line in the skin on my finger. And it's very annoying. It's all I can think about. Because every time I move my hand, I feel it. I'm sure it'll heal, but... Oh, God. It's, like, really itchy, too. Alright, so this quest, the only dangerous part is Wurg Horsebane, the final boss. Because he has his melee attack is a knockdown. So you just gotta be careful about that. And then everything else is not a big deal. Also, I might have to deal with, like, some monsters that pop up, but that's not too crazy. Oh, I also have Wail of the Banshee. I forgot about this. Are short swords good weapons? I keep finding ones, but I don't know if they're good or not. The problem with short swords is that they are outclassed by a lot of other weapon types because they do not get the best critical profile, as they call it, which is they don't get as much critical threat range or critical multiplier as other weapons in the game with specific class abilities. So are short swords bad? No, but do they get outclassed by other weapons in a lot of cases? Yes.
As the first lever is pulled,
Short swords have been a really odd build. Yeah. I think it depends on the short sword, but nothing says that short swords are necessarily bad. I forgot the key. I always pull the lever and then forget the key.
Surprisingly well-crafted lock.
Yeah, exactly. Short swords just aren't the best, but they're not bad. There also are some very cool, good short swords out there. Sunblade, not Sunblade, sorry. The Sun Sword from Ravenloft is an example. Same with Celestia from Menace of the Underdark. And damage in a swashbuckler weapon, only short swords fit. Yep. Good old purple Dragonite Bard swashbucklers. Yeah, I apologize if that question wasn't, answer wasn't really clear, but yeah. Like, your character's not going to be bricked because you decided to use a short sword, but in a lot of cases there's usually a better weapon than a short sword, but it's not also a bad weapon. There are a lot of specific cases in which you'd want to use a short sword. My button. Away, Wurg. Don't need you.
As the chieftain dies, you notice a small ornate key on the table in the far corner of the room.
Okay. There's only one quest that is scary, and it's the Orc quest with the Orc Lady. And I got the Dex Belt. Very cool. And a helmet of Sheltering and Spell Focus Mastery, which is also very cool. A simple hat. Yeah, no kidding. The stats are really easy to understand. +3 to all DCs. Cheat. Like, that's really good. Yeah, my health is a little low. Like, obviously I have 700, but I'm still like... There's a chance I can get killed by anything. The only thing I'm worried about is Greater Command in this quest. In theory, that means I should go get protection from evil, but I'm going to take a gamble because I'm an idiot. And try to do this without it, in case you're like me and you're just in the situation you forgot. Maybe this will remind you as a lesson.
Fearing for their lives, the people of the keep have asked for your help.
Definitely not a trapdoor. Welcome, Matt. That's very funny.
Dwell inside this cave.
Okay, so
Judging from the decor,
it's this room that's up ahead on the right, not this one, but the other right, that will have a possible very dangerous encounter. My solution is I'm going to use my hireling as bait. I will put the hireling on aggressive and have the hireling open the door, which will result in the monsters attacking the hireling instead of me first. And I'm going to try to kill the final boss as quickly as humanly possible before there's any blowback. Repercussions don't need to reach me if I don't let them. And she casts Greater Command, which is the scary part. Go get them. Yeah, dude, that's what I wanted you to do. Now, I have to fight this. The Greater commanded my hireling, and my hireling failed the save. And Divine Punishment is what I was worried about, but I'm okay, and we're good. Divine Punishment does a lot of damage, and when I get to 2 stacks, that would have killed me, but we're alright.
The lever clicks into place, and
I don't think I need True Saying for this. I think you can just search this door. So that's the only scary part. She casts Greater Command and Divine Punishment, and it can be quite spooky. Also, apparently it just made all of its saves against my spells, which was also kind of spooky. I don't need it, but I do want it. Yep, exactly. Hey man, that's the computers. They know. I think this guy hits pretty hard too, but I honestly don't know. You're gonna notice me backpedaling, especially when I'm like feeling even mildly scared about something, because I just don't want to die. So I will be doing a lot of backpedaling in these scenarios. I didn't realize the keep on the Borderland XP was so bad.
Grinding gears.
It's gonna take me a while to get through all this stuff. Although where the fighter was mostly leveling on like epic hard and things through a lot of this content, I will not be doing that. I'll be doing straight up into epic elite because I'm a spellcaster, and spellcasters can do anything. Although my saving throws are a little low, which is going to be the hardest part about this. I will be failing a lot of reflex saves and a lot of will saves and a lot of fortitude saves. So death block is essential, so I don't eat any instant kills. Ideally death ward when I get the chance, but again, we'll see. But so far, everything seems to be going all right. This. Shield, magic. All right. So you jump over this section because the floor breaks, and you have to kill all these kobolds, or else this one runs ahead, and it changes how you have to finish the tramp. So I would want to get that out of the way right away. And kill these bad boys. Get them out of here. As I said, I definitely am a little tense right now doing these quests, just because it can be a little stressful trying not to die on Hardcore League when you're playing by yourself on in the Keep on the Borderlands. I also wish I had a better hireling, because my hireling does literally nothing. It just stands around. Very annoying. And he's got Bloodlust. I don't know how much damage he does, but 80 damage a strike kind of sucks. So I'm going to throw on Rejuvenation Cocoon as a preemptive measure. Give me some extra temporary hit points. So 80 damage a strike at 76 PRR means that they're doing about like 160 base, which is a bit of a step up from the amount of damage they were doing in Heroics. So the big thing you have to keep in mind is that you want to get your health up as soon as possible, because the monsters do a reasonable amount of damage when they attack you. I actually could go get my +2 tome and put it into Constitution if I wanted to get an extra 20 hit points, which I'm thinking about. Play mad for card games. It'd surely blow away the wind. Hey man, when you want to buy something on Amazon, just do it. Don't think, just buy.
Elderly kobold demands your
and I say, hey, there's your chief, how about a nice reward? And he goes, yeah, no problem. And now I get my quest reward, and I get an extra chest, because he gave me something nice, which is very cool.
The elderly kobold offers you a reward for freeing her tribe.
And I might find another spell-warded cloak. If I do, I'll be very happy, but if not... That's why I wanted the bonus to spell saves, because +3 spell saves stacks with regular saving throw bonuses, so if I can get like a spell-warded cloak somewhere higher level, I'll be pretty happy. Problematically, there's no real way to guarantee that, and I don't know of any cloaks that have spell saves that would be useful in this instance. The Fjarlin Mirror cloak, probably. That actually might do what I wanted to do. Epic Fjarlin Mirror Cloak is spell resistance, light absorption, spell absorption. Okay, so it does have spell resistance, but it doesn't do exactly what I would want.
Determined to eliminate another threat to the residents of the keep.
Yeah, although it would not be hard to come by, because it basically always drops from the quest that comes from. As I said, I can just kind of like AoE all these packs, and the AoE is really helpful because it means I can just prevent anything from even moving. Hold as well, any crack control effects are also useful for this. The Hezru are annoying. This is the reason why I made my character chaotic. just for the record. There are a lot of chaos spamming Hezru in this game, and so being able to just be chaotic and completely ignore all of that nonsense and completely ignore the spell Chaos Hammer is very good. As I said, there's a lot of monsters that cast Chaos Hammer in DDO. Like, there's a lot of them. Because there's a lot of Hezru. And also just general bad guys that cast Chaos Hammer. So being able to skip all of that is pretty rad. Also, my Snowball Swarm is really not getting the damage done anymore, so I will have to replace Snowball Swarm at some point with something. What? I don't exactly know.
Me, Chief, now. You go away.
I think I'm probably going to pick up Thunder Snow next. Because Thunder Snow is quite good. It's just a good Lightning Bolt adjacent spell. And it basically replaces Lightning Bolt entirely in terms of the single target and the value that it brings. Dude, looking for a job sucks? Straight up, yeah. It's the worst. I thought that's why you went back to school for like 1,000 generations. It was because you didn't want to, because you hated the idea of looking for a job. So you just would like, school's here. So does that mean you're going back to school? Is that what you're saying right now? It's official. Infinitely is going back to school for an infinite amount of time.
Sounds of guttural chanting coming from the king's head.
Yes, I know that was funny. I know that was very funny. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I know. I'm too good sometimes, but yeah, I know. Thank you.
A magical barrier seals off the passage. Perhaps the magic.
Yeah, knows anyone that knows anyone? Yeah, that's your first stop when you're looking for a job. Is always find somebody that knows somebody. Can't talk right now because I have to do this. When did my hireling die? Get back up. This is why I buy raise scrolls. To announce that they removed free access to their API and switched to a paid plan. People are mad. Also, it's 1 week notice, and people are mad about this as well. Hey, they took a page from SSG's book. They call that one the SSG Classic. No, what you know, but you know exactly. That is 100% correct. That's how the working world functions. It's not what you know, it's who you know. It has occurred to me that I have Greater Shout that I'm not using. And I think Greater Shout is the play here. It costs a lot of mana, but it's definitely worth it. In terms of the value that it brings. I'm in the chicken and the egg part of your career. You need experience to get a job, but need a job for experience. Yep. Which is why the who you know is really important. Because if you know somebody, then you can skip at least some part of that. Because then you can get the job regardless of the experience. You get the experience, you can get a job in the future.
The wall in the armory slides open, making barely a sound.
Yeah, I admit that I don't really know much about what the Twitter API is even for in terms of like how many systems work off of the Twitter API. Obviously a lot of stuff on Twitter, but outside of that I don't know. Also, how did I fat finger that spell? All the spells I would fat finger. Okay.
Slumps to the ground, dead.
I got the strength ring. Cool. I don't need it, but I have it. If we're using the API, I have 1 week to switch to a paid plan. I'm sure nothing is going to happen. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Recommend ignoring experience requirements within reason when applying. Yes, absolutely, too. Also, just apply for whatever. 100%. Just apply for whatever and get the interview. Unless you have to, like, submit something in the interview process, which in most cases you don't. Just go for it. There's, like, 100,000 people out there that are hiring for jobs. So, like, if you piss off one person, it's not really that big of a deal. Do I use experience for an entry-level job? How is that even possible? It's very possible. You just have to use your imagination.
Another gnoll calls out to you in a shrill voice.
Yeah. Can you do the job? Yes, no? Okay, great.
Daughter of the
Problem
gnoll
solved.
chieftain has given you a charm of evil
Yeah, getting a job
chaos
sucks.
to help you
In terms of like
infiltrate
just the whole application
She
process.
and the gnoll
It's very,
outlanders
very
want to
annoying.
leave the Borderlands.
You there. If you're looking for a way
Contacts
inside,
are
I got just
everything.
the thing.
That's why I'm very fortunate. If in the event that streaming just bottoms out and doesn't end up working at all, and I gotta go get a real job, I will have to, or I have, fortunately for me, a lot of contacts in a lot of different places who have like things available. So not like active jobs, but people who can be like, hey, by the way, if I needed a job, can you hook me up? And they'd be like, yeah, no problem. Because they're people I've worked with before that I've had good experiences with, but that's not everybody's experience. Be a fire co-workers? Yeah, exactly. Contacts matter a lot. That's why I'm not a big fan of burning bridges. Even when I hate somebody, the worst I will do is just like not want to talk to them, but I wouldn't like burning bridges.
Gravema's death will convince the Outlanders once and for all that they should abandon the cult.
Important. So this is, I'll give you a tip. Honestly, I think will help you quite a bit in terms of the like future job experience and trying to apply for things. I will say that something that helps out a lot if you are not familiar with the job market, when you go in for an interview, okay, what you want to do is sit down, okay, and then whip out a very, very crisp $20 bill and just place it on the table. And let them know that that's waiting for them if they hire you. But like a really crisp $20 bill.
To turn against Chief Bloodgleam and her cultists.
What if it's remote?
Members of the tribe to turn against
but just send it through the computer. Just fax it.
Proof that Chief Bloodgleam has been lying
Exactly. Think about the speed it'll use on your interview. Yeah, your interview will go by like that. All of a sudden, it's just over. Like, interview over. It's the fastest thing you can do. Quick question. Racer terms for using them on spending them? Stat boots or potions? Realistically, I mean, the potions are really only useful if you're doing really hard content, like R10s. If you're not doing R10s, I wouldn't really buy the potions. Stat boots are nice because they're permanent on your character, so you can unlock, like, +4 melee power, +4 physical resistance rating over time, which is very cool. So that's just a good thing. If you get the opportunity to do that, I would recommend it. And then, outside of that, other things that are useful. What else would I use that for? Sorry, I'm like thinking about this monster pack. Outside of that, I also like saving them for augments because a lot of like leveling augments are really good. That you can get for like pretty cheap.
Relieved that they can finally leave the Borderlands behind.
I tried that and they pointed out a single wrinkle, kicked you out. Yeah, you gotta, like I said, it's gotta be crisp. If it's not like fresh out of the bank, we got a problem. You gotta go to the manufactory where they craft the $20 bills. You know, where they like take a picture of Lincoln and then they immediately put it onto the bill. You gotta get there and get a crisp one.
As they turn to leave,
yeah, it doesn't work with euros. So sorry about that one. But, yeah. Basically, everything like Discord bots, reposting tweets, things, streamers, website that relay tweets from the company, using your Twitter account to log into another website. Not sure about this. Other uses. Oh, interesting. So you're saying, because I don't have a bot in my Discord that connects in any capacity to Twitter, out of laziness, means that I'm now at a strict advantage. Because in this scenario, there is no consequences to me. Because now the bot, it won't be like, oh, my bot's not going to connect to Twitter. It never did. 5-head play. Just wait for the full and total collapse of society. See, and that's the other thing, you know, many people have told me, hey, Strim, you should go and get a bot for the Discord, so that way it posts when you're streaming and posts when you're doing the stuff. Or I do none of that, and then when the full and total collapse of society happens, I'm not like left in the lurch, reliant on some piece of some bot to get it done for me. Just saying. With one person that you would never work with again. That's not a bad track record. Okay, one person's pretty good. Okay, go away. Ugh. Leveling. Epic leveling. Dude, this leveling is so epic. I'm just running around smashing monsters. It's basically the same as what I was doing before. It's just the difference is I take way more damage from monsters now. Because they hit way harder. Also, is that a codex page I spy with my little eye? That's what I'm talking about. I still have to kill all these bad boys, but still. And the extra damage from the mantle is so helpful. The mantle of the sky. I just need more cold spells. And I can get Iceberg, which is fine. But mostly, I'm waiting on getting this spell here. When I town, I'll be able to get it. Thunder Snow. Thunder Snow is a very, very good ability if you've never used it. It is not Shardstorm, and Shardstorm is quite good. I was tempted to use Shardstorm initially, but it would really screw up my pathing with some of my other abilities, so I didn't want to do it. But Shardstorm and the other Acid one are really powerful. But we're going to be going the Cold Zone doing that. Prime Gaming is giving me Morrowind. I know, isn't that sick? Prime Gaming is currently giving away Morrowind, like, Ultimate Edition. Not just Morrowind. It's like the Ultimate Edition. It's got everything on it. Boom, 6,400 damage. Okay, get out of here. Deathblock, dodge 10 bracers. Because my dodge cap, I think, is 11, so I can get a better dodge item. Is dodge a prefix or a suffix on boots? Evasive. It is a prefix. Okay. Because speed is, I believe... Is that a prefix? No, it's of boots of speed, right? So that would be a suffix. So you could get dodge speed boots. Is it free Morrowind? Yeah, free right now. One of the greatest games yet created is free. GOG. Zero cost. If you already have access to Amazon Prime and Prime Gaming, and you have it connected to Twitch, so you have Twitch Prime. You can also use that opportunity to subscribe to your favorite live streamer at zero additional cost every single month and get ad-free viewing on the channel, which is really cool, and support them. But you also get Morrowind for free, which is good in and of itself. So, like, that's a sick deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a good deal. So one of the reasons why this character is also quite safe is one of my main damage abilities is Greater Shout, and Greater Shout is a built-in stun. So when I use the ability, I am always stunning the monsters that I am attacking, which is quite common. Especially when I get a bunch of demons spawning, so I can kind of pump the brakes on their attacks and get them out of here. Okay, also, I need to be careful about this, because I don't have Death Ward. Death Ward Mass? Oh, I didn't realize there was Death Ward Mass. Pretty cool. I also like that Althea is just, like, completely disinterested with healing herself. It is just not even something that's on her priority list at all. Everybody is stunned! Done. Done. There we go. Bam. Having the ability to stun everything whenever I feel like it with Greater Shout, very, very good. The DC is only going to go up as I increase in level, and as I get more stuff. So hopefully I'll be able to maintain my DCs. I have all evocation, so that should be good. And I probably will grab the Charisma Tome, if I'm being honest, just because I'm reckless. So reckless.
You spot skittering vermin inside the cavern chamber.
Oh, good. My hireling got stuck in a bear trap that she had to walk out of her way to get into. So, there we go. The Caged Beast is quite dangerous. It does a lot of damage, so I'm going to be a little mindful about how I handle this situation. Because it hit me for 96. I love that.
You've slain the owl, ending
Woo!
the cult's plan
We're good.
to make the beast into a weapon they can
And Fighting
use
Club
against the
of
residents
Deadly
the
6.
valley.
So that's all I'll keep on the Borderlands done. 276,000 XP. Not ideal. you know, you'd hope for a little bit more, but what are you going to do? I'm halfway to level 21. That's not bad. It's not bad. Halfway there. I'll take it. I don't know what to do next. I'm going to figure that out. So I know on the fighter I farmed out a lot of XP just like running around and doing stuff. I might do something I've done a lot before, which is Saltmarsh. The Saltmarsh Explorer area is quite a lot of XP for just running in a big circle. You just run around, check for some rares. The worrying part is about getting crowd controlled and getting killed. So I'll buy a hireling to help me with that, but I should be okay. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Proof against disease necklaces of Charisma 8. Whoa. What do we got here? We've got Wisdom 10, not helpful. What do you got here? Death block of Strength belt. I mean, the strength is better than the natural armor too, but it's not that much better. Ganolin, we've got biting warhammer, useless. You have enchant 4 necklace, not bad. False life 36 with a blue socket. That's interesting. I'm still selling that, but that's cool. Insightful spell resistance, I already have that, although content is cool. Ooh. Dex 10, Sheltering 28. Dex 10 is cool because that's 5 armor class and also 5 reflex saves, so I will take it. And what do you got, buddy? Summoning of Open Lock. Well, not everybody's a winner. But I have some more points, so now I can take the primal spell Thunder Snow, which just does a ton of damage. So this is like Super Lightning Bolt, so I'll be using this all the time. I no longer need to cast the spell Lightning Bolt. With this, I will simply be casting Thunder Snow instead, which does a lot of damage. It also has an upgrade which doubles the damage, which obviously is very good for spells that I want to deal a lot of damage with. Before I continue, though, I'm going to sell some stuff out of my inventory. I'm actually going to do a bit of banking just to clear up, because I have a bunch of items that I haven't been selling that I just need to get rid of, because they're in my inventory. I don't need the Barovian Scepter. So I'm going to bank some items that I don't want. Well, I don't need the Fortification. I will keep this. Because Dodge 10 is quite good. And I don't want to give up on that. So we'll keep that for now. You know, just bank a whole bunch of stuff. Because now I have tons of items in my inventory that are just everywhere. And use this also as an opportunity to pick up the tome. Because you get a tome for getting 1750 favor. And my character, getting to level 20, has gotten over 1750 favor by just running quests, which is kind of cool. Okay, bank an item I don't need. I don't need experience. This is garbage. Why is this locked? This is feather falling boots. I no longer need these, so I'll garbage those. Bank it. Bank it. This I don't need anymore. What is this? I don't need that. I definitely don't need either of these items. That's going to save me some inventory space. I'm going to buy a new hireling, so I don't need this. Bank it. Bank it. Bank it. Bank it. Bank it. Bank it. These two I'm keeping. Bank it. Bank it. I don't need it. Mana potions. And I don't need those. Cool. I think I actually did get Bracers of the Eagle, but I'm not going to use them. But they are very good. That'd be very good for this character. No, must be solo leveling. Question from yesterday's stream. You were previewing new quests on Lamania. What group is the quest for? Was it a Gatekeeper quest? It should be a Gatekeeper quest because it's directly with the Gatekeepers, but I actually don't know. It could also be Morgrave University, because they're 2 factions, and they both are present in the adventure, and I didn't look. So I have no idea. But we'll find out later. Like, there's going to be another Lamania, so we can always just look it up again. 1929 total favor. I mean, god damn, that's a lot of favor. Do I have another augment slot anywhere? Red. If I got another item with another augment slot at some point, I might get a resistance augment, because you can get resistance 8, so +8 to all saves, which would be kind of red. HP from favor. Honestly, not a bad idea. So I'm going to talk to this guy, get my tome. I want to take the charisma, because the charisma is helpful for my damage, so I want that. And you're right, I probably should go around and pick up the favor. Who gives HP? Let me look at the favor list. DDO favor. Okay, let's see what we got here. So, let's start Ancients of Arganesson. That's 10 hit points, so that's definitely something I will do. House D. I'm not even at 75, so no. Gatekeepers. I'm at 264, so that's another 5 there. Good call. Jurasco, 150. I'm not at 150. I can talk to Janicia. Oh, we can also get a collapsed portable hole, so to get some extra backpack space. Very cool. So that's an extra 10 hit points. I'm going to get the collapsed portable hole. Gatekeepers, I'm going to go do. PDK I don't have. Summer Court. Oh, Summer Court I have as well, so I can do Summer Court. So I'll go over here. Oh, did I hand in Coin Lord? I didn't hand in Coin Lord either. Sharn? Does Sharn give you health? Sharn City Council does. And I have health there. Cool. I have a whole bunch of health to pick up everywhere. Nice. Good idea, guys. I probably should have done that way sooner, but, you know, you gotta do it eventually. So now we go Gatekeepers, get my portable hole, go to Sharn, go to Feywild, and, yeah. So that's like an extra 25 health just by going around and talking to some people. And the Charisma, of course, because I got the Tome. I could have gone with the Con Tome, got up to 18. Talk to this guy. Hello. Give me the extra space. Thank you. Enjoy the space? Oh, yeah. Extra backpack space. Let's go here to the Feywild. Nope. I always click the wrong one. For some reason, I just see the jumble of words, and I can never remember which one is which. And I feel like sometimes it's on the top and sometimes it's on the bottom. I swear. Feywild. Hello, give me my favor, please. Summer Court save bonus. Oh, did I not have enough Summer Court? I didn't even check Summer Court. I just assumed I had it. That's really funny. Drop me off in the harbor, I guess. Because I can just teleport to Sharn. That's all I have left is Sharn City Council and Gatekeepers. And then I will also be picking up the Harpers as well as the Purple Dragon Knights. So an extra 10 on top of that. And then in theory, I can get some more Summer Court as well. But I don't know when I'm going to do that. Wait a minute. Do you get a +8 tome for 7,500 favor? That's on the DDO wiki. Is that true? When did they add that into the game? Serious question. I have no idea. That doesn't sound true. Doing a lot of favor runs on Vulkoor for it. Yeah, it doesn't sound true. Really? When did they add that? That's cool. I had no idea. I had no idea they added that. Very neat. Well, I learned something today. I don't know if it was good information, but I learned something. How much favor is in the game? $7,604. Damn, dude. You need to do basically everything in the game to get that. 7,604. And I like how Gatekeepers have the most favor, 735. They're like a newer faction and they have one of the highest amounts of favor in the game. Cool. Okay, so I'm gonna go do the Saltmarsh thing and show you the route. But before I do that, I'm gonna go the +8 ability tome of your choice bound to character for Fire Icon. Yeah, that's crazy. I had no idea. I wonder when they added that. presumably whenever we cross over the new favorite threshold. Yeah. Anyway, I use the washroom real quick, so I will be right back. But damn. So many quests. That's also doing like almost every raid in the game and challenges. Because that means you also have to do challenges and stuff too. In like maybe 2 years, we'll be closer to like 8,000, and there'll be a lot of flexibility, but... So my mouth is burning. Okay, so now I'm going to show you Saltmarsh. So Saltmarsh is a level 32 area, so it can be mildly spooky. So I'm going to fully buff. However, there are a lot of places you can go here in Saltmarsh to get yourself some bonus XP. I'm going to do all of the explorers and kill any rares along the way, which should give me a reasonably high amount of experience points. First, start out and come and get the catch of the day. The catch of the day. Where's the catch of the day? It's over here. Go and get the catch of the day, which is right here.
The catch of the day is large.
Which is a large, scaly, and filled with teeth as sharp as spears. And then we're going to head backwards along the shore here and going to be looking for some of the rares. And just kind of hooking around. Yeah, I was just watching a YouTube vid and just try to see if your Twitch stream is followed. And here you are live. Yo, what's up, Tony Touch? Glad to have you here. You know, it's true. I do try to stream a lot, so that way, you know, people can get access to some of the content. And also I try to upload the videos so people that don't watch the stream are able to see something. And I got a rare. Hell yeah. I do not know what its saving throws are. Apparently it just flubbed to save. Good old Nando Marlin Spike. What a name. Nato? But yeah, if you ever watch like one of my YouTube videos and you have a question and you're looking for a piece of information and you don't know the answer, I would recommend checking out the Twitch stream because I read everything. And so I can get back to you like right away. It's the fastest way to get an answer. If I'm live, just dump your question in chat about whatever it is, and I'll answer you right away. It's a little bit harder when, you know, I do check my YouTube comments and I try to respond to everything, but it's usually when the stream is over and
Fisherfolk and sailors come to this thriving.
There's like a lot of comments and they come in different areas, whereas the chat is like just straight up 1-to-1-to-1. I don't think there's a named here, so I'm gonna skip this. Do this game and I'm loving your Pit Necromancer Pale Master guide. Nice. I'm glad to hear you're having a good time. Pale Master is very fun. I'm a huge fan. What is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow? African or European? Man, I haven't had to say that in a long time.
We're taken aback by the sprawling pit and the
there's usually a rare here, so that's what I was kind of banking on.
Then you realize.
Yeah, I'm glad you're having fun. Dungeons & Dragons Online is very cool, and there's so many millions of different things you can do. Different characters you can play and the way you can build it, adventures to go on, areas to go. So, it is fun, but also a endless vortex of entertainment. I call it a vortex, but it is because it can be difficult to put down because there's a lot of different things you can do. Now, out here, there can be a large beetle lumbering around, and it looks like there is no large beetle, so I don't have to worry about that. I was just kind of scanning back and forth for the beetle, and I didn't see it. Next, I'm going to be checking for a house that is over here somewhere. There's like a little building. Not this one, though. There's like a shack somewhere here. I lost. Thousand Teeth Slayer? Oh, I went too far south, I think. I don't know this perfectly, so I'm kind of meandering about a little bit myself. Look for the audio? Yeah, I did.
It looks as though many travelers have used this campsite to pass the night over the years.
There is somewhere that I missed around here, and I'm not sure where it is. But there's like a guy that's corrupted by mysterious remnants. There's the bridge. Oh well, I guess I don't see it. Gatekeeper can drop rems. Yep. He can. I just don't remember where it is. I'm a little lost right now. I'm getting turned around. You failed as a Pale Master. I was trying to follow the build, but I didn't understand how to play it, so I switched to Eldritch Knight for a slightly less miserable experience. That's okay. Spellcasters can be a little complicated. I think this house is a location.
A lone cottage stands here, abandoned and overgrown.
Northwest of the bridge. That's where I went. So I missed it somewhere. So I'm just gonna go back here a little bit and find the place. Bridge, beetle, little house. I know. I went where the beetle is, and then I just lost track of the house. Marketing department of this game is asleep. I'm going for WoW and other MMOs. I was hungry for MMOs. Great Spirit. DDO is great. Yeah, I mean, but I agree with you. There is basically no marketing for Dungeons & Dragons Online. They do have some, like, Facebook ads, but nothing real crazy. Yeah, here it is. They do have some Facebook ads, nothing real crazy. But the, marketing is expensive, and I'm sure whatever they're doing must be good enough for them. It's also difficult because I don't think DDO can grow that much without having, like, performance issues, because they do have old, like, hardware, and not our old hardware. The hardware's up to date. They have old software. So I have a feeling that they probably can't handle, like, a large influx of new players regardless, until they at least update some of their stuff. So I wouldn't be surprised, not if it's, like, an intentional choice, like they want to make less money, but, like, also, I can imagine that that's part of the marketing budget. They don't want to expand too much because they're still worried about, like, updating some of the infrastructure, if I had to guess. That is entirely speculation, so yeah. The server yesterday, going back and stream videos starting. Shows just the tiefling. Like I said, if you want to follow it, in Hardcore Season 7, just follow that. That's what I'm currently doing, is the Hardcore Season 7 build. Okay, and there's no rare here. So now I go to the frog statue. Now I go over here.
It seems to be made of packed dirt.
Be trying to find the ring. Yes, the one ring to rule them all.
As a way of marking a new boundary of their territory.
And then I go over here to this broken house, and it looks like there's nobody here, which is unfortunate. What are you gonna do? Yeah, and bind him, exactly. A great sage of DDO. What would do with a +5 BTA tome when they have already used a +8 tome? If you have a +5 bound to account tome, make a new character. Or make a new bank alt. Or crunch it for Dragon Shard fragments. Because Purified Ember on Dragon Shard fragments are very good. There's a box here, so there's a rare. Oh. Now I can kill War Torrent. War Torrent? Good name. Oh, I could actually get a Salt Pearl Ring if I get one out here. No, I'm just doing this for XP, because the XP is pretty good and it's pretty low risk. That's why I'm doing this. So for Caneth crafting, to craft insightful stats on items, what you require is Purified Ember on Dragon Shard fragments, and the only way you get them is by crunching down tomes, and then you do that by talking to one of the Caneth crafting vendors. So either in the Caneth crafting hall, or like one of the vendors in the Caneth crafting hall, or one of the vendors on the ship, if you happen to use the Caneth crafting hall on the ship. You talk to them there, and then they can break down your item and give you the reward for it. The ring? No, that's actually a great idea. I forgot about that ring. That was in the game.
The deck is littered with dead sailors. They didn't die.
No. I'm just doing all of the explorers because the explorers are worth like a good amount of XP. I'm already 58,000 XP up. Yeah, sorry, dude. Sorry about the straight up bamboozle, but you should have known.
The Sahuagin have captured the seaside.
Yeah, should have known better.
They're using it as their
Caneth crafting better during leveling versus expansion named item sets. I'd say it goes 50-50. Caneth crafting will always make you a good set every time, but it is time consuming because you have to like craft all the items yourself. Whereas if you are using like an existing set, it can also be time consuming because of farming, but you don't have to level up Caneth crafting. So they're both time consuming in their own ways, I would say. Oh, good. I am slowed. I like that. Oh, good. I'm taking damage over time that I can't do anything about. Oh, well, I can kill this guy while I wait. Pulling the artifact trinket wouldn't be bad either. I agree. Is there a bank alt quest guide for favor? There isn't. I think I have a list though. I made a list. I had intended to actually make a bank alt video. Maybe I'll do that. When hardcore is over, I'll make the video because I already actually had a special build. It was a Tabaxi Trailblazer because they're really fast for farming out the bank. So that's not a bad idea. And I don't think this is a location. It is a shrine, but I don't think this is a location. It's not. I'm looking for the giant skeleton. And I'm looking for the place in the... Where am I? I am so confused. What's this? Thousand Teeth's Lair. Oh, I went the wrong way. Oh, man. I'm getting so turned around in here. I don't know if it's because of the distance or something, but I'm, like, getting really turned around. What is the Tabaxi bank build you're talking about? Can you explain? Yeah, it uses Tabaxi Trailblazer. Because Tabaxi Trailblazer gets to start as a monk and gets all the free movement speed. So monk gives you movement speed, and Tabaxi Trailblazer gives you movement speed. Is there not a rare or explorer around here? Skeleton, standing stones. Okay, I guess it's not here. And it's... I'm trying to find the giant skeleton. It's somewhere around here. I missed it. I just don't know where. There it is. But yeah, it's 12 sorcerer, 3 monk. And the idea is you play as a Tabaxi Trailblazer. You put points in the Trailblazer tree to get the 50% movement speed bonus, or the 30% movement speed bonus that's basically active all of the time, as well as the Air Savant tree to get you the fast movement speed. All you really need is the quarterstaff. You don't need any other items. Just get the quarterstaff from Sharn Welcome. You just dump it on the character, and you can run around and instantly blow stuff up and run the favor, so you can unlock the backpack space and the bank space really easily. And then that way you can make bank alts really quick. It took me, I think, start to finish, it was like an hour and a half. Oh, I rolled a 1 versus greater command. That's bad. It's still hard for me to do this stuff a little under-leveled, but it's okay. Hey, and I got the gloves of the Tinkerer. Nice. Need some Coin Lord too? Yeah, you do. Let me see if I can find the quest list while I'm running around here. Also, Rip Flass.
No one has used the warehouses of Krampus Cove for years, officially anyway. Rumor has it that some
That's one area. That's another area. Okay, what did I miss? I missed one explorer, and I do not know where.
Stairs lead down.
I missed the Lizard Folk Massacre. Shoot. I do not know where that is. Where is the Lizard Folk Massacre? I don't know. Yeah, I made the quest list at some point. Let me find it. I don't know. Big island by sunken ship, I think. Okay. It's somewhere out here. I know that. I just don't know where. And I like the fact that you can't see through the swamp, but it'd be so nice if I could turn that off. I just don't know what setting it is, actually. Oh, is this the Lizard Folk Massacre? Hoyo Diablo was slain by a skeleton warrior. That's somebody doing either Catacombs of Delaris, which are horrifying. Okay, this is actually really fast if you know the route. You know what? Just go on the wiki. There's probably a route there. Don't do what I'm doing, where you just meander around and waste 30 minutes. I'm gonna look it up. I can't find this. DDO Saltmarsh I think it's this island here. There we go. Right here. Bam! And I got myself an extra 120,000 XP by just walking around. Is this like a permadeath run? So hardcore server is... So the hardcore server is a special server in which if you die once, your character is over. So you can't play anymore. So basically, I've created a series on my YouTube channel where it was solo play guide, where there's a lot of people out there that don't know how to find other people to play with, or work at weird hours. So maybe they like, you know, you work the night shift or whatever it is, and you can't always find other players to play the game with. And so what I wanted to do was provide people with some tools to be able to help them out. So the benefit of solo play guide is that I soloed through the entire game on a fighter, and I showed all the quests that I did, step by step, how to get through traps, how to deal with all these problems, so people will be able to experience it. However, as I continued to play and play and play, a bunch of people asked me if I would do something similar, but for a spellcaster, because spellcasters can be a little bit difficult. They're squishier. Like the fighter had like 1,400 hit points at something like that at this point, and I only have 700. So obviously this character is a lot more fragile. So what do? How do you get through it? And so I'm doing that again. So this is the hardcore league, which means that you do see people die regularly. The downside of hardcore is that if I do slip up, I have to start the whole video series over. But the upside is that it adds more tension and legitimacy to the strategies that I'm using, because my character is able to live, which means if you follow them, you'll also have a good time and make it through.
This looks like the underground highway to Tharask Arena. If you search
but yeah, I will get that done. I don't know where the quest list is. I'll look for it later. I had it somewhere on my computer, I think. Can you be resurrected by followers? You can be on the normal server. So in the regular game, this character that I have, Weo, has the true resurrection ability, but I'm playing on the hardcore server. On hardcore, if you die, your character is teleported to another world called the Land of Lost Souls, and you can't play anymore, and you have to make a new one. But again, this is only if you picked the server hardcore when you made your character. So if you didn't pick the server hardcore, you don't have to worry about this problem, obviously. So when somebody just died, like Blackwell died to a Fear Reaper, that means their character's dead and they gotta make a new one. But again, that's hardcore server exclusively. Yeah, and all the content is available, all the raids and everything else, so people do them. And it's a fun time. And there are rewards for playing on the hardcore server. So, for example, for being successful, you can earn mounts, you can earn non-combat pets. So, as an example, I earned... What did I get? Yeah. This bad boy. The Dretchling War Veteran. So this pet I got for getting the Reaper points. So there's, of the difficulty settings in DDO, you might have noticed that there are several. One of them is called the Reaper Mode. Reaper Mode makes the game a lot harder. But you get experience points called Reaper Experience. So people just call them Reaper points for short. So you get this Reaper XP. And you have to get 20 of these, 20 points, to get the reward. It's cool, but it is also very challenging. And so not everybody gets it done. But you get a cool reward on Hardcore League. And then you can take it back to your regular server and just show it off. Be like, hey, look at what I did. You don't have Trailblazer for the bank character? I don't know. Great question. Sorry, I just wasn't thinking about this before. In terms of the level, I think I'm kind of like a different plane of existence right now. I think that you can't really go wrong with Razorclaw as instead, because Razorclaw gets a -2 intelligence. Also, the Tiger Corps, welcome back to the stream team. Appreciate the support. Hope you're having a fantastic day. I'm glad to have you here. And if you say, well, I don't own Razorclaw, you need an iconic. So what iconics do you own? Yeah, I'll probably get a second one. But it's like, you need to own at least one iconic. So, at the end of the day, realistically, any iconic with 14 levels of Sorcerer will do just fine. Because realistically, it's the 14 levels of Sorcerer. I just wanted the fastest, so I went with the movement speed, because you get Monk movement speed on top of the already fast to maxi movement speed. So it was like the combination of all of those things. But realistically, anything is fine.
You notice words etched above this. You notice words etched above this gate.
Survivors love it. Also, I play a different stream build each time, because why not? Yeah. I mean, I post friggin' 30 of them, so it's not like you're lacking for variety.
Time to fight. Gladiators in ready room
Room
1.
1, get moving. Bro, Weo is at max mana. Cast some spells, dude. I really want to find this list. I know I saved the quest list somewhere. I just don't know where. But I painstakingly put the quest list together and the order in which you were doing stuff. And I know I sent it to a few people. This was just like a long time ago.
We have a last-minute team for today's bloodbath.
This.
All the way from Stormreach. Angry howls erupt from the crowd. No reason to worry.
Yeah, I don't know. I even had like a route planned out. Like I'm some type of speed, like wannabe speedrunner. But I don't know. We'll get there eventually. We'll figure it out. Nope, I probably won't. I'll just have to make a new list, most likely, but it's fine. I do like that my hirelings decided to go and fight all the monsters for me, which was very nice of them. They didn't really need to do that, but they did, which is very convenient. Ah, that thing didn't stealth for some reason. I do not know why. I wonder if it's because of the party size, like because I'm not by myself, or because I'm by myself, the monster has less health, or percentage less, so it didn't hit the threshold of stealth.
Their luck has run out. The horns of fury and the maelstrom princes have slain hundreds of their kind.
I'm just going through every file in my desktop looking for stuff. Found it. I got it. It was in a folder for a D&D campaign that I was playing years ago. Remember, kids, organization is important. Make sure to know where you're storing your files, and don't be dumb like me and put them in random places that are wrong. Because then you never find them ever again.
Who could imagine such a disaster? So many great gladiators slaughtered in their prime.
Let me just make a Google Doc of this.
It's time for an all-out showdown. Fresh fighters from all 4 teams have armed themselves
For farming,
for battle.
Mouse K, and
Their horns are
Plain.
sharpened and their weapons are drawn. Our brave fighters are entering the arena. The battle is on.
And here we go. No, I'm just multitasking really hard here. This also means that I'm going to have to make sure to include the link to the quest list in the description of whatever YouTube video this ends up being titled. Ho 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 ho, that sucks. I can fix this? Okay, good job. We'll have to do that later. Maybe it's just the active time? I actually don't know. Gotcha. Okay, we're good. Copy link. Got it.
But it has not yet sailed to victory.
So there you go. There's your quest list of all the quests to do. I don't have a build. But it's calculated out. So feel free to save that for the future. And I'll probably throw the whole thing in there. I'll just toss everything in the Google Doc so that it's like preserved. Preserved for the future. Again, that does not contain the build that I was using to run it, but that's okay because that is, you know, it's coming. It's on the list of things to do. It's not something that you couldn't figure out yourself, but it is also just nice to have that information so you don't have to sometimes, I find. Like, well, somebody else already did the work and already figured it out, so why not use that information? I wish I had a little bit more mana. The level 20 is like, you struggle a lot for spell damage at this level, I find. Especially against bosses like this. I don't know how much health this guy has, but it's a lot. It's a lot. At least I got some loot. Can't believe you're using Leo. Well, I don't have a lot of other options, though. You think I want to use Wio? I'm stuck, man. I'm stuck. Yeah, just bookmark the page, and then whenever you decide to do it, you're farming, you basically make an iconic, and then you run those quests specifically as fast as humanly possible. And then all of a sudden, you've got 150 Coin Lord and 150 House K favor. I included only fast quests and got rid of all slow ones. Additionally, you can heavily use Dimension Door to move faster in those quests, if that, you know, obviously makes it easier for you, so another thing to keep in mind. Okay, what's the next quest? It's Beholders, right? Beholders aren't dangerous, right? Yeah, Beholders are not dangerous. So let's go do Beholders. Because like, you might be wondering why Taming the Flames is there, and it's because Taming the Flames gives a lot of favor, and it's also, like, it sounds bad, but if you just dash past everything using Wind Dance, it is very fast. And you can Dimension Door to skip like half the mechanics.
A beautiful elf maiden sits by the fountain.
You go to the right, get the key, go to the left, talk to the guy, or you go to the right to get the key, then D-Door, go to the left to talk to the guy, then D-Door, go to the middle to get the other key or the book, then D-Door, and then go talk to the guy. It's over. Oh no, it's a Beholder, a very dangerous monster, and I just cast all my buffs. What am I gonna do? It's dead already. Why I wasn't worried about that. Beholders are like kind of scary in heroics, but I find in epics they're not really dangerous at all. Are Beholders dangerous at all in epics? I don't think so. 25 favor for portable hole and extra inventory bag? No, just go buy it. Just go buy the portable hole in the auction house, or go farm one on another character, or have some another way. The character that you use for this, notice all these quests are low level. The character is a ungeared iconic. An ungeared iconic will really struggle to do 75 giant hold favor. Because now you have to do like multiple quests without dying on giant, like with pretty much no gear and no other stats. It'll be a bit of a challenge, an uphill battle, let's say. Yeah, and a lot of people have extra portable holes. Like if you're trying to build bank mules and you need more space, you probably have some portable holes on hand. If you have so many items in your account that you need bank mules for more space, and yet you don't have extra portable holes, I don't know how. Portable holes, the drop rate, I think even just from like end quests, is like 1 in 150, somewhere like that you'll see it showing up on an end of quest list. So you should get one at least portable hole per like past life. So I would imagine that most people that are in this scenario, like if you're in the scenario where you're like, oh man, I need more bank halts, you will likely have some portable holes kicking around. And if you don't have portable holes kicking around, and you don't have bank halts, then just head to the auction house where they're not super expensive. People sell that stuff. Goodbye, Wio. You tried your best, and it wasn't very good, but I'm proud of you for trying. Anyway, that's my complicated list of reasons for why I don't want to do that. Alright, so, I'm gonna get rid of Wio here because they're useless. So, right here, this is the volume. This is what kills everybody. When you move forward to fight the fire giant, there's gonna be a wall of fire that appears back here. It kills you if you touch it. So when I aggro this guy, there's a wall of fire that spawns. That is the volume that's killing everybody. So when you see so-and-so died to whatever volume in epics, that's what they died to. They died to that.
Pets won't be causing you any more trouble.
Let me get another chest, please. Oh, that was a blunder. I thought I had feather falling, and it must have like just gone off. Yeah, Featherfall went off as I jumped into the air and I didn't see it fast enough. Big blunder. Whoopsie. That's annoying. And now I have to fight an extra beholder. I really don't want to fight. Well, that's fine. Did they fix Greater Shout? Yes, they did. The reason why I didn't want to do that is because by feather falling over, I can ignore this beholder that's here. And the reason why ignoring this beholder is nice is just because it's going to strip off all my buffs, which is more annoying than anything else. I don't think you can skirt around the left side, but maybe you can. Nope, just going to fall again. Fuck. I'll just fight the damn beholder. Again, it's not about nervousness. I just really hate having to rebuff. I really hate it. It's just a mechanic I don't like. I don't like getting dispelled and having to put your buffs back on. I would rather almost anything else. They have the ability to suppress buffs. And I would much prefer they just suppress them, so they like go away for 10 seconds and then they come back. I hate the penalty of like you lose all your buffs, so you are at a major disadvantage because you have to recast everything. And you have to spend a bunch of mana on casting buffs, which is not like the fun part of the video game. Like a lot of video games have like phased out even casting buffs in general. So when does it drop at the end of level 10 quest in the harbor for Twilight Forge? I don't always have that, but yeah. I bet Strim pays 10 shards if you can't find a hole. I have, like, a whole bank full of portable holes. Thank you very much. I have way more than I know what to do with, I'll tell you that much. Get him out of here. Yes, die, Core Eye Spiders. Okay, we have one more. Damn it, it's too fast. He's too fast, I can't get a target on him. Stunned. And now he's very dead. And frozen. This ability, where your freeze will go off, and or your lightning strike freezes with no save for 3 seconds, is amazing. Because it goes off all the time. I'm a huge fan. Casualties get silenced, yep. So I have this, now a dimension door back to the start. Yeah. Why is there Korai Spider in their dream? That's sus. Because the Korai can go into your dreams. So important note, they actually don't go into your dreams. When you dream in Eberron, you leave your body and your soul goes to Dal'Quor, the plane of dreams. So that's why the Korai are here, because we are currently in Dal'Quor. Your consciousness travels to Dal'Quor. Which is why sometimes people tell stories about, you know, bad kids, they go to sleep and they never wake up, because it's actually true. Sometimes when you go to sleep, you get attacked by a Korai in a nightmare, and it kills you and takes your body. Isn't that fun? Isn't the world of fantasy fun? Yeah, doing that skips the beholder. Correct.
The illusory ladder fades from view. Your hands
Raid in Dal'Quor. They could add one, probably. And you can also skip this whole fight by... What the frig? What? My character, like, glitched downwards. That's weird. You can also skip that entire fight by doing that.
Threaten to send you off into the ether.
Alright. So, this part can be mildly scary because of the lighting damage. I basically just have to kill the boss as fast as humanly possible. Okay. I didn't get the wooden dagger? Wait, did I not get the... Oops. Yep. Master Arsonist. That's me. Burn it to the ground. Wait, which one's the wooden dagger? That's the golden locket. Wait, did I not pick it up from the maze? Did I open the chest and not pick it up? Oh my god. Oh, the tragedy. First I get lost in Saltmarsh, and now I pretend I know what I'm doing going through this quest, and I just forget to pick up the items. Oh, God. Children, avert your eyes. Don't look at the screen. Don't look. It's too shameful. Oh, God. How much does this hurt? Do you think it hurts? Oh, it didn't hurt me. Too fast. Oh! Oh, there's a Minotaur. Hey, bud. Got him. And for more video game mastery, thank you. Thank you. I am in fact a master of video game. I have mastered this product. Yeah. Good thing that death volume isn't here, because that would be awkward. Could you imagine? How embarrassing. Now you pull them all back, so you can just that. And that. Oh, God. Wait. Where's the wooden dagger? Wait, what didn't I pick up? I got the Minos Blossom. I got that. I got that. Dagger is slime chest? Did I open the chest and not pick it up out of there? Oh, God. This is embarrassing. Spawn from the fall? I don't think so. It must be... I must have not picked it up from the slime chest. I swear I did. Yeah. Anyway, like I said before, you know, Ultimate Mastery and all that. I'm the greatest DDO player of all time. I never made any mistakes. And you can trust me. It is what it is. You know what? Video games are hard. You know, that's true. Like, video games, challenging. Difficult media. And not everybody can do it well, clearly. So, you know, I'll someday I will show you guys how to master this video game. I'm apparently not doing that right now, but someday I can. No, don't pull me off, please. Okay. I just left it here. That's embarrassing. Oh, no. On the upside, I can summon my hireling now to, like, just get hit a couple times by lightning for fun. Because I have 50 lightning resist, and they don't. The trick is, you basically just ignore everything, but you can't just ignore everything. I'm going to be casting Greater Shout constantly to try to stun the nearby enemies so I can get rid of them and get them off of me for a sec, because they are dangerous and annoying.
Orphany awakens from her reverie.
Whew. How many keys do I have? 18 keys. Didn't they used to only stack to 10? What do they skip? What do they stack to now? I thought they stacked to 10 before. Did they stack to 100? I don't know. Frigid cloak sucks. Alright, time to do Von 3, everyone's favorite quest. Von 3 is very, very, very easy. I did it on this character, I think, on Heroic, so I can do it on Epic, no problem. That's not true. The hardest part about this is the final boss, because the final boss casts a stun.
As you emerge from the gulch,
Hamstring board filigree, so nice, yeah. Also, there is a winter storm going outside. All I hear is loud, loud, loud wind. If you're wondering why I put this on casual, it's because I already did this on Elite and I don't need the favor, and there's no reason for me to do this on anything else, because I get 0 XP because it's a heroic quest. Rebel's key stock these go higher. I'm not sure what the limit is. Yeah, I have 18. I can't use them on Hardcore because Hardcore League, it caps out at level 3. It's really dumb. You can only go into the adventure up to level 3. Which I don't think was the intended consequence, but it is how it is designed, which is very funny. Alright. This person does not have Death Ward. Why does this hireling not have Death Ward?
A majestic being of metal and magic.
Actually kind of devastating. Whoever said Wio sucks, I admit it, you were right. Charleston, thank you so much for the bits. I appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the day and enjoying the stream. Thank you for the support. What a bunch of nonsense. Important note, the monsters in this quest chain, for whatever reason, are extra difficult. Okay, so, if you don't want to take the damage, just run against this door. Then you avoid the trap entirely. So the only thing I have to be careful about, because I don't have access to Death Ward, is that there are the shamans here, and the shamans cast Enervate, which I need to be mindful of, because they will drain my levels, and that is very bad. So Loride Seers, I need to be very careful about them attacking me. That's it. Everything else is not a big deal, but that is probably the most dangerous stuff. You would think that Death Ward would be careful or be important for Beholders, but honestly, it's not really for Beholders, because Beholders don't really do a whole lot of damage to me, because I'm going to kill them at range. Because it's 8 p.m. by me and you're still streaming? Heck yeah, dude. I'm going to be streaming all day, but thanks for the bits. Appreciate it. Yeah, I've got a few more hours in me. I got some stuff that I want to do. I am blind and knocked down. Cool. Oh, it's just crowd surfing. Never mind. Yeah, it's this bastard. There's an American thing. It's on my phone. Yeah, Canada does it too, yeah. Yells was dead when they went and checked on him. I mean, that's for the best. Wait, how did my hireling die? I didn't even whip her into the trap yet. She got killed by these guys? These jokers? God. Oh, okay. We was a rough hireling. Critical registration and death ward. Yeah, I know. I know. We talked about this before. Ah, the old earth grab. I failed with a 17? Oh, that sucks. Oh, that's really bad. I'm currently stun locked, and my hireling is dead, and they're critically hitting me. I might die to earth elementals. Which I've, like, literally never had happen before, so I'm glad I didn't, because that would have been embarrassing. I'd not expected the earth elemental lock. Okay. Greater command. Okay. I save on a 12, so that one's at least a lot easier.
Quadruple earth grab Sork for the win.
Holy shit. That was terrifying. Maybe blind and knockdown is better than single and knocked up? Maybe. Okay, so. Weo, here's what I brought you here for. Good job. Have fun. Great. She did her job. That's the only reason I brought her here. Does jumping help avoid damage? So if I cast a spell, right? So let's just say I cast Rage. My movement speed goes down. You see that? So for example, if I go to spell or movement, casting spells slows you down. But if I jump, no slow down because I'm not on the ground. So that's why I jump cast. Also, being in the air, I don't have to be on the ground to hit monsters with my spells, but monsters have to be, you know, in the air if they want to hit me if I'm in the air. Maybe I will play Quadruple Earth Grab Sork. I don't know. Frogo survives that trap more often than not. Yeah. But it's okay. Weo did a fine job. Oh, this is sketchy. Oh, where's the hireling's stone? This is sketchy. The fact that I can't save against Earth Grab is real bad. So I'm gonna I don't know how I'm gonna solve this problem, but I'm gonna do something. That guy's dead. A bunch of guys spawn in here when you walk past. I don't know when they spawn in, though. Is it when you aggro this other group? I'm not sure how that works, actually. I'm being honest. I, like, literally have no clue. Ah, the old crippling hit. Love it. Does Hamstring Ward protect you from crippling hit? Because that's not Hamstring, that's crippling hit. I haven't tested it out yet. Does anybody know? You were talking about it, Utgard. Ooh, it protects you from both? Honestly, it might be like Goat Filigree. Throw that into an epic Voice of the Master.
You stand amidst a
Yeah, there's like a crazy winter storm going on outside. Which is bad because it's cold.
You see signs of ancient
Earnest Battle Rager. I like it.
Vale's tribe must be living in the ruins.
What's a good Destiny for Barbarian Epic? Usually the de facto one is this is really sketchy. Damn. Usually the de facto one is Fury of the Wild for two-handed fighter barbarians because it's really good for two-handed fighter barbarians because it gives you a attack that, or it gives you adrenaline, which makes it so your next attack automatically crits. Which I don't really need to explain why that's very good. But not only does it automatically crit, it also does extra damage when it automatically crits. And again, that's one of those I don't really need to explain why that's good sort of situations, because then you're like, oh wait, it makes my next attack do more damage and automatically crit? Yeah. And then later it makes your next attack automatically crit, do more damage, and stun with no save. So yeah, Fear of the Wild is usually the main one. And then to go along with that, another couple good options are... what is it? Legendary Dreadnought's good because it gives you extra damage and health. Shadow Dancer is good because it gives you extra damage. I don't know what else you would take. Those two, though. Oh my god. Sorry, I can feel the cold coming through my window now as like there's a wicked wind blowing through. That's cool. In the event that I stop streaming randomly, it's because I have likely lost power in the middle of my winter storm. At which point, I'll give you a parting update of, and then we'll figure it out later. Yo, glad to be able to help you, dude. Sorry, my focus is a little split right now, because this quest is way scarier than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be like a nothing walk in the park, and it is not a nothing walk in the park. Because my health is low, and my DCs are low, and I need stats. The reason why this is nothing to walk in the park is because I am
solar panel dollar, APC dollar.
You say, oh, why don't you just buy a power supply? Then you can do it yourself. And why don't you just use a solar panel? Okay. Deadshot. The sun has not shone in my country or in my city in over 2 weeks. How am I gonna get the sun? It's like, yeah, dude, just use solar panels. For what? The snow? It snowed, was it? It snowed Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday the entire day. Literally nonstop the entire day it snowed. It was 48 hours straight of snow. There's been a lot of precipitation this year. Tell you what, it's been busy. Nature's out there just getting ready, priming up, dropping a big, hot, fresh load of snow onto everybody. It's actually cold and chilly and awful, but oh.
Battery dollar.
Batteries? Honestly, batteries is like the pro gamer move right there. Low freezing temps shut down North Texas. Yeah. I think it's like minus 20 outside. Just double checking. It is currently. No, it's only minus 3. Never mind. There is going to be the extreme freeze warning. I just don't remember exactly. It's either today or tomorrow, something like that.
Section of the caves. In the distance, you hear a strange and evil peal. You've never heard of a beholder serving a drow or anyone else. You shudder to imagine the bargain.
Okay, one beholder down. It's fine. The rest of them, there's more beholders in epic, so you have to be a little bit more careful about where they are, because there's more of them. 14 Augs, actually drop in anything legendary. So anything legendary will drop 14 Augs. Okay, we're feeling pretty good right here. I'm feeling good. Not too bad. I might reset my client in a bit because it's starting to slow down, but DDO also has like a weird memory leak. The longer you play, the worse the client gets. It used to be not as bad, but it's gotten worse for me over time. Okay, we're good. Okay, so there's a rune there. A rune there. No vendor mirror, just chest. That's correct, just chests. Yeah, but anything legendary. So you can anywhere from Ravenloft all the way through. Anything released after Ravenloft. Gotta be around, yeah, it's around the corner. Got one more beholder here who sees me. Hello? Doriat, claim me. Yeah. And that is the scary beholder room. No problem. Ranged, man. I'm telling you what.
The clusters
Ranged.
of giant mushrooms grow more sparse as you emerge from the beholder's domain.
Yeah.
Ahead,
I thought they were going to put the plus 14 augments and stuff in the DDO store. They didn't. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's kind of nice because it means that the augments are not in the DDO store, so it's not like a pay-to-win sort of fiasco. On the other side, you also can't pay to win. I'm like, but I want the augments now. I don't want to farm them and trade. Damn it. Where is my pay-to-win SSG? He has some of them, yeah. But that's only an Isle of Dread. Ow. Stop. Oh, I need displacement. That's what I need. Okay. This guy's dead. Him with the stun. Okay, kill this guy. Hit these guys with the stun. Okay, pretty good.
I only get con 12 augment? This is outrageous, it's unfair. How can you have DO points but not 14 augment?
Exactly. Those are exactly my thoughts. Oh, the no-save stun! Get him out of here! Get rid of this guy. Alright, so now I've killed both the small bosses. The dangerous one is the Beholder. Is it still here? I don't know. Yeah, it is. There he is. Hello. Does this have a range limit on it? Because Stormcatcher, that's far away. Oh, I can't even do that from this far away. Yeah, I don't know if Stormcatcher has a range limit. But you know what? This works. This is how you do this. All skill.
Look at Strim, out here heroically fighting the Beholder.
Absolutely. Oh, they call me Sir Robin. And there's a reason for that. Oh, God, that's how you do that. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Easy game, easy Beholders. Okay, now the hardest part is actually the final boss, because the final boss, apparently I can get stun locked by these golems. I really would have thought that freedom of movement would protect you from earth grab. I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't protect you from earth grab? Gee. I really thought it would have. Maybe I'm like misremembering, but I really thought that would have protected me from earth grab. I need to kill these the millisecond they get up. I can't even leave them for a moment. Okay, they're good. Now I pull this guy before he grabs the other elementals, and then I just need to not get killed by the Marut. He has Order's Wrath, I think, which I don't think will kill me, but it might. You know, I don't know. We'll find out. If I die, that'd be bad. To be fair, it's a stun, and I can get healed out of the stun, because you can heal your way out of stuns, so Rio can save me. He has so much health. Stop being alive. For these things that don't let you move freely. Oh, so so freedom of movement makes me ignore things that stop me from moving freely, except for things that stop me from moving freely. See, it's always the wording that gets you. Yeah. Okay, that was a lot easier than I thought. 21. Let's go. Have a good night, Tony Touch. See you later. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you've learned something. If you didn't learn something, also pretty standard. Never protected against Earth Grab, but for a long time being a Warforged did. Interesting. Well, you know what? Maybe we're all learning something today. Your freedom to move to Shadowlands. True. I have the freedom to go to the Land of Lost Souls. And while it's known that I can't move freely, I have freedom of movement. You cannot bind my movement. I will say one of my favorite effects of freedom of movement in pen and paper is the fact that freedom of movement allows you to freely move through water, which means that if you have freedom of movement, you can walk into water like it's air, because the water can't bind you. It's part of freedom of movement. You can't breathe it; you still drown, but like, it'll slow you down, which is kind of sick. Anyway, I could get Inspiration Melody Excellence, or I could get Wellspring of Power. Inspiration Melody Excellence makes me a smidge more tanky and gives me +1 to all my DCs, whereas the other ability gives me a lot of damage. I think we're going to take Inspiration Melody Excellence because extra health is good. It's plus to all saves, which is nice. Yeah. Now, I don't think I did anything. I think I did most things on, like, hard, I think, for the most part. Oh, I'm level 21. I can replace my stupid hireling. Bio sucks. Celis has Death Pact, which is not helpful. Nope. Crap. Albus. Albus has Death Ward. Good enough for me. Let's go, Albus. Get in the car. Get in the car, Albie. Here we go. Yes. Yes. Clearly being dead would prevent your movement, so America prevents that too. True. Just need to just sprinkle on a little bit of America and I'll be fine. Alright, now let's go into the Red Fens, do some quests, get some XP. Have a fun, grand old time. I have some items. I could probably upgrade them. I don't know what I would upgrade them, though. Like, what I would do. I don't think there's any items out of here. Anything out here I would want. There's no charisma items. There's the Constitution and Sonic Resistance necklace, which kind of sucks. What does it turn into? DDO Siren's Charm. I really misspelled Siren. Siren's Charm. Oh, because it's not good. But then it turns into Sonic Lore, Resonant Sonic Resistance, and Con 9. Okay, Epic Siren's Charm is actually an amazing piece of equipment for this character. It would be hugely beneficial. So, that's very funny. So I'm going to do that too, I think. It should be pretty easy to farm. Anyway, now I have +2 to all my stats, so more charisma, more constitution, so my health has gone up a little bit. I've got Albus now. Albus Gladwin. Do I still have the Ring of True Seeing? I don't need a key. Nope. Do I have the spell True Seeing? No. Well, doing this the slow way. Elder Set gives legendary spell crit damage? Yeah, but I don't need that. I need the Siren's Charm.
So Brian bellows.
Silence, slaves! Curse you!
Yeah, carrying the Nocturne Ring every time is a great move. That's the play. Important note, you might notice the monster's going to die a lot faster and easier. It's because for a reason I don't entirely understand, the Vault of Night chain has way, way stronger monsters. Like, way stronger monsters. I also like that Albus is taking all the effort to heal the scorpions.
Good luck.
Thanks, bud. You know, I was worried for the scorpions, but glad they're doing okay. This is a fire trap. You avoid the fire trap by standing back here. That's how you protect yourself from that trap. There's another fire trap here. How do you avoid it? You just kill the giant before you can activate it. If you can't, then it's a problem. It's not a problem for me, because I got a stun, baby! Or, if you can't kill the giant before you can activate it, you stand in between one of the pillars. You just go like, here, you just stop. Because the fire goes across these sections. Keep that in mind.
Iona whispers.
Dump that here. And this should be a lot easier now. The monsters have way less health and don't do as much damage.
Iona whispers. Iona
It
whispers.
could never. Yeah. I also like the fact that I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get Death Ward from my hireling, and then I didn't cast Death Ward from myself, my hireling.
My staff on an object. Each guardian you can pacify one at a time. But you must.
Okay, you open your group and put up an LFM to focus to the 12. When I go enter the dungeon, it brings up your LFM. How do you enter? Brings up your LFM. Okay, hold on. I'm not sure I understand. So you open your group up. So, okay, so walk me through the process a little bit more. So you opened up your LFM. So what you're saying is you pressed O on the keyboard and opened the social panel. And then you went to grouping and you said create LFM. You typed in the quest by hand, what you needed, and the description is about what you're doing. And then when you go to the door and you click on the door, you're saying that it's bringing up this menu instead of bringing up the thing that's like how you normally enter a quest. Is that correct? Okay, then I do not understand what you're talking about. You open your group and put up an LFM. So that's what pressing O and opening it up is like. That's the basis of putting up an LFM. I guess that's why that's where I'm confused. The whole like I put up an LFM and then you're saying you did not put up an LFM. Because I want to help you with this problem. The LFM system can be a little bit complicated in DDO, trying to figure out exactly how to group with people. It is definitely a flaw in the game, because grouping is really important, but it's not always the most obvious what you're supposed to do or what you have to do.
Iona whispers.
Take that, Scorpions.
Iona whispers.
There's a lot of Scorpions. Just gonna chop a few down here. Do I need a shrine? Do I need to shrine? Downside to shrining is a little bit extra quest time. Upside is I have no chance of running out of mana. Do I actually have a chance of running out of mana? I do have to fight the skeleton boss, and it's not cold. Hit public option. I put up an LFM for the dungeon. Close those windows into the dungeon. UI, but it brings up that LFM. And for this done. I've used the public grouping tool. It should just let you in. Wait, close the windows. There's no windows. Hold on, it's automatic. Okay. So you walked up to the quest door. You clicked on the quest door. It brought up a window, the regular quest window with all the difficulty settings. And then on the bottom right corner, there's the thing that says, you know, open a public group. And you clicked public group. And then you clicked enter dungeon, and it took you into the dungeon. Because that's what you do. You just click it, and then you click enter dungeon. That's it. I'm so confused. Okay, next quest I go to, I'm going to, because this quest is done in 90 seconds, I'm going to do a compare and contrast, and I'm going to see if I can replicate what you did. I'm also have to turn down people that want to join my group, because that is the nature of the beast. And because I just want to understand, because I'm trying to picture it, and I got nothing here. Which is on me, like I said. Sometimes I'm not great at visualizing stuff a lot. That's why I actually close my eyes to try to think about it, because I'm like, oh, what are we talking about? I am not good at visualizing things. I've never been good, like, a very good visual problem solver. So, like, when it comes to things like doing escape rooms with my friends, I'm pretty good at when we know what the problem is of solving the problem, but I'm not good at finding the problems. Yeah, no problem. No, Albus! Live! God, he lives.
The air in this chamber is dusty and stagnant. It must not have been disturbed for
centuries. I have to loot this because I don't have true seeing, so I can't get through the door.
The earth rumble down below, and then a voice
check the gear and show advanced group items, show LFM group listed. Oh, okay, good. Glad that was solved. Sick. All it took was a little bit of collaborative teamwork there. Thank you, Miss Ark. Appreciate you for jumping in and helping out with that. Again, that's one of the reasons why I really got to get protection from people. That's one of the reasons why I'm so like grateful to have this Twitch group. Because the people that are in chat, you guys are all super helpful and kind to one another, which is great. Played around with the public options. Here you go.
Iona whispers,
The guardian has noticed you.
I've red alerted this room. I don't know how, but I've red alerted the room. Okay, there's so many scorpions in here. Oh my god, what's happening? Okay, now I've unred alerted the room.
Iona whispers,
Weird.
There it is. We've done it.
And super helpful, yeah. Like I said, I'm very grateful for the community that's here, and also for like just everybody that plays the game. People in DDO are so nice. They'll just take the time to help you. Of course, there are like total asshats all over the DDO community, but that's just the nature of being in an MMO game. There's always going to be people that just kind of generally suck. Like, it is what it is. It's online games. People don't have to be nice to each other. Any online game we've been dealing with 20 years? Oh, yeah. Yeah, a lot of people just tend to be jerks. Everybody. But, you know, a fair number.
a forest of huge
And I don't really know
reaches
what
up to
the solution
sky.
is to that problem.
The toadstools have grown to a gigantic size, feeding on the
Like I
rich
said, for
swamp
me,
soil.
I try to foster a good community where people are nice to each other and kind to each other, generally. But even still, it can be like an uphill battle. And I also try to talk about like patience and compassion and like thinking about, you know, not so much trying to put yourself in the, you know, someone else's perspective, but just like, I don't know, just like take a sec. Just take a second before you think, before you like type or yell or whatever. Just take a sec. Just
Sahagin
think
guard
about
the
it.
top of his
Just use your fucking brain cells. Because like, I think it's really easy for many people in the online gaming community to be like hyper reactionary. We've all seen it. Everyone knows a game that they've played where like the community is just like overwhelming with their complaints. Like for me, the one that I've been most involved with where they're super reactionary with their complaints is like the Path of Exile community. The Path of Exile community complains about literally everything constantly, and they are really good at these negativity cycles where one person says, oh man, it would be cool if they buffed a couple unused items, and the next person goes, man, there hasn't been a lot of unused unique buffs in a while. And then the next post is, man, do you remember when there actually used to be good endgame uniques? Man, it's been a long time. And the next post is, geez, we haven't had any good uniques in a very long time, and all these ones have been forgotten about. It's almost like the company doesn't care. And the next one is, so many builds were so good, but they've all been bricked and power crept, and yet grinding your games won't even do anything about it. And this is in the span of like 3 hours, where they just escalate like crazy, where one person reads something inflammatory and then they post the next inflammatory thing. And the reason why I made that specific reference is because before this most recent like update to the game, so the most recent Path of Exile League, that was literally a post thread that I ended up reading through. And it was madness. It went so fast. It was, or not even one thread, it was like one day, and then the next day there was like 3 more posts, and the day after that it was more posts, and it just went from some person innocuously going, it'd be cool if they buffed a couple of the unused uniques, to this like frenzy of everyone just screaming at the top of their lungs, being upset, being like, they haven't buffed it in 100 years. I'm like, Jesus Christ, you guys, what happened? And a lot of gaming communities can be like that. Oh yeah, and like Grinding Your Games has literally the best communication of any video game company on earth. And even then, the Reddit will be like, they haven't made a statement about something that we'd figured out 4 hours ago. Terrible communication. They're radio silence. Like, they're very, very hyperbolic. Which is not to say that you can't complain about the video game. You absolutely can, and there are a lot of problems. I've complained about it. But it's just there's this spiral. Actually, while I was on vacation, the moderators of the subreddit made like a really big post about how they wanted to stop those types of posts because they commandeer everything. And so they talked about how they're going to be doing like more strict moderating in terms of that direction. And they're like, you know, we've been moderating the subreddit, please, we hope you trust us, blah, blah, blah. And most people are like, yeah, that's probably for the best. Like, it can get a little exhausting sometimes. But then you had a whole bunch of people like, and why should we trust you, moderators of the subreddit? How do we know you're not just going to silence everyone? And they're like, because we've been moderating the subreddit for like 6 years and we haven't been silencing everybody. And again, it's just, like I said, it's the reactionary gamers that get you sometimes. They can be so loud. Battlebug has been DDO since 15 years ago. True. So I actually have an answer about that if you want to know. So I went to Standing Stone Games' office in 2019, and I got to like meet a whole bunch of people. It was pretty cool. I went to PAX, but just PAX is in Boston, so is their office, so I got to go visit. And I went out and got beers with some of the development staff. And I sat next to Torque, who's one of the senior developers. He basically makes all of the raids and is also responsible for a bunch of the disintegrate failure. Oh, epic. Oh, no. I need a way out of this. Oh, good. A bunch of monsters I can't deal with. Okay, I'm in a bad spot right now. Give me a second here. Oh my god, I can't kill this. Okay. No, I haven't break the quest. That was just sketchy. That's all that was. That was just a little scary. Okay, we're good. I just needed the death word because I can eat a failed disintegrate, but I can't eat both of those things. Yeah, I have no idea how dangerous Slomanuk is. Because I thought I was going to be fine in here, which is why I was talking. Oh, it like hard crashed and like reset my camera settings. That's cool. All right. We're going to find out what happened. We're going to find out. Oh, God. Logitech G-Hub. Huh. Well, we're going to find out. Oh, I'm here. Here we go. My mic software was installing itself. My camera settings all reset. That was a hard crash. That was cool. It says House Kandaric Enclave. Although I have no sound right now. You guys hear sound? I got nothing. Oh, you hear it? Okay, interesting. I don't know why I don't. Freedom! Oh, get out! Oh, God! Go, 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 go! I don't even care. Freedom. Okay. 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 Oh, holy moly! I didn't even notice he respawned. Get out of here! Oh my fucking god! What happened? Oh! Oh my god! How am I alive? That is the important note. That also happened on my fighter. On my fighter, the game also crashed. I gotta adjust my camera settings. On the fighter, the game also crashed on me, and by the time I was able to log back in, here we go. Oh my god! Oh my god, dude! Whoa. Okay, so for those that just missed it, context, which you might be missing, is my computer literally entirely crashed because of a keybind. Basically, I'm fighting the final boss. This is Hardcore League. I get turned to stone because I flub my flesh to stone. So I'm mashing, I'm holding block so I take less damage, and I'm mashing my heal. But my Alt-R is apparently a setting that turns on... There we go. Yeah, Alt-R is apparently something in NVIDIA. It's an NVIDIA keybind that shows the status of what's going on, like how my graphics card is doing. And I was mashing the button, so I basically turned it on and on and on and on and off. And the graphics card literally froze and froze my whole computer. Because of that, because it couldn't process what was going on. And so my whole computer froze. I couldn't do anything. I logged back in and I was alive. Oh, God. All right, time to go kill Slomanuk then. I mean, why not? Apparently my mana regen song fell off at some point, apparently, while I was logged off. I don't know how that happened, but, you know, it is what it is. Is game audio still muted? No, I fixed it. All right, get him. Board wilting, don't care. You're gonna die. Goodbye, Slomanuk. Oh, that was bad. On the upside, though, I lived. Okay, very exciting. Anyway, thank you for the raid. Appreciate the raid. Hope you're doing well. I am stoked. I lived. Oh, shit. So thank you for everyone who stayed, who didn't automatically leave just because the stream crashed, because you got to witness the most amazing thing. Wait, who's Soulstone? It's my Soulstone. Oh, yeah. It's mine.
I thought you were going to die and then I could get you to come to live and give me 5 glow moss spores. What a shame, guess I'll just farm myself.
Oh, baby. That also happened to the fighter crash? Yes. Oh, I don't know exactly how that happened. I don't even care. I don't even care. Holy guacamole, dude. I am having a great day. Woo! Also happened to the fighter. Amazing. You died? Nope. Does it look like I died? I'm alive, baby. Sorry, this is what happens when you're a god gamer. Even when you die, you get to keep your soul stone. That's so stupid. I'm so excited. Ha! How does that happen? My game crashed.
Guard the top of the ziggurat. It's clear the fish people are trying to find something inside the ancient structure.
So my game crashed. So, long story short, I have to figure this out. NVIDIA keybinds. How do I turn off NVIDIA keybinds? How to disable all NVIDIA keybinds? How to disable all in NVIDIA keybinds? Option to disable share hotkey. How do I do that? Oh, there's one better solution. Open GeForce Experience in the taskbar tray. Yeah. I don't have GeForce Experience going, but yeah. On the panel, in-game overlay. Okay. So we did have GeForce running, so GeForce Experience. I'm going to pull this up here. I'm going to fix it. Because, yeah, it was Alt-R, which is what screwed me up. I hit Alt-R multiple times because I was just mashing it, trying to prevent myself from friggin' dying. Because that was block and my heal. And that caused my GeForce to freak out because the keybind in GeForce for Alt-R is to bring up the graphics card stats, basically, like the temp and everything else that's going on inside of it. It's like an overlay. I literally hit probably like 30 times in 1 second. Like as fast as humanly possible. Okay, so I got this, and now we go into settings. Now we go into in-game overlay. off. Here we go. I don't know if there's any other settings, but let's see. Alt-R. Alt-R. Good. Okay, it's gone. Woo! I got key buffered myself to death. Yep, I literally did. But I lived. I didn't die. I'm on hardcore for some reason. I lived. Very cool. Oh, God. Bravery bonus in epics is at 6. Bravery bonus in epics is 4. Bravery bonus in heroics is 2. In epics, it's 4. Oh, my God. The stress. That's sick. I lived. I'm very excited about this, guys. I need fortitude saves, so I'm going to go and put points, all 3 points into Dragonhide here for the +6 fortitude saves. I need extra fortitude, so that's important. Run the Druid Chain when level 26. Yeah, 26 is fine. You can go up to 27 with Druid Chain. I need a second. I gotta come down from that excitement. That was too much. I was like literally shouting because it was too much. My brain was overloading. Do I want to do any of these quests? No. I guess I'm just on Lords of D now, I guess, huh? Yeah, I'm just on doing Lords of D. Yep. All right, Lord of D next. Lord of D. Line them up. Lord of D. Solo hardcore bard, did not expect for that to happen. But when you have that moment where you get that like movie magic moment where all of a sudden, boom, everything explodes and you think it's all you're all going to hell, and then all of a sudden you come back in and just turn it around. God, I feel like one of those like kids movies where, you know, it's like their little league game or whatever, and they're losing all the way until the end of the or until their last game, and they're in like the 8th inning, and then all of a sudden they like turn it around and home run, and everyone's like, whoa, and they're all cheering. That's what it feels like right now. It feels like I, you know, any of those movies, all of them, all the sports movies are basically the same to me. That's what it feels like. It feels like all of the sports movies that feel the same. God, that feels amazing. I have to talk to Inquisitor Noman.
Novice,
the only crash DDO. Yeah, it's true. DDO couldn't kill the bard. It's too strong.
And then who comes off the bench? Airbud.
Exactly. Boom. How do you lose when you have Airbud on your team? It's a dog playing football or basketball or whatever, or baseball or softball or hardball. I don't know. But it's a dog. And it's very powerful, high damage. I didn't die? Nope, I lived. I have no idea how. You're about to die in hardcore, just crash your computer? Yeah, I wouldn't recommend that, but I think that I did. I think I obviously got very lucky that the game didn't crash me out, but still. God damn, dude, I'm stoked. I'm like freaking out.
Show me in the rules where it says dogs can't play basketball.
Exactly. Show me in the rules where dogs can't play basketball. Show me in the rules. It doesn't exist. I'm excited. Die, dogs. God, I'm blowing them all up. It feels so good. In your poison alch build, why crush weakness? Because crush weakness does extra damage to helpless creatures, and you make things helpless constantly.
Noman lies on the ground in the hallway ahead.
That's why. I think that's what it does. It just makes monsters who are helpless take more damage. And you make monsters helpless constantly by freezing them with either Vein Freeze or Flash Freeze, both of which are very, very powerful and super versatile abilities. Get out of here, Meredith. I can actually see your hit points. Meredith. Oh. Is this person even doing anything? Again, my mana problems are going to go away eventually, but they're not done yet.
As the path leads down, it begins to look
How much damage
more
does
like
this
a
do?
dark and
169? Man,
and less like an empty warehouse.
Okay, we're good. I can eat those traps for breakfast. Those traps like nothing. These guys still heal or absorb lightning entirely? Yes, they do. I don't know why they don't take damage from lightning.
From the corridor ahead.
I I can't think of a reason why they would.
Voice drifts up
Whatever it is, what it is.
below.
Yeah, Flash Freeze is very good because it freezes all of the monsters. I believe Flash Freeze is also Conjuration. It might be Transmutation, but it's very, very good. And then Vein Freeze is just free damage you can use on Poison Elk, and it freezes so often. It's very, very good. I would definitely recommend Vein Freeze as well.
Go below and assist our guest.
If, of course, you've never cast it.
In the center of this room.
Yeah, I think the heroic was going a lot faster than the epic, just because of the absolute terror that I'm experiencing right now. Of like, the monsters hit a lot harder than I was, you know, not that I'm expecting, but they hit hard. So you have to be careful about how you handle them. Stop forward wilting me, you bastards. See, this is why I got the extra constitution saves. Extra +6 con saves. Very helpful. And the saves versus spells. Have you ever slipped in your own grease spell? No. I don't really cast the grease spell ever. Not thinking it wouldn't affect me. Well, I mean, you possibly have seen Iron Defenders slip on their own grease spells. They're brutal for bards. I can't wait to take it. Here's a 9. Oh, yeah. I quicken everything, man. Important note, I actually only quickened on my spell-like abilities. I didn't turn on quicken on everything until level 20. But if you have a bunch of past lives, so you have like extra mana and stuff, or you just happen to have gear that gives you mana, I don't have any spell point items on equip currently. So I have no spell point items, and I also have no spell point cost reduction items. So for example, if you have like the Bracers of the Eagle for 10% spell point cost reduction, and other stuff, then yeah, you'll be fine. Yeah, true. Flash Freeze is like straight down at your feet, whereas Vein Freeze you can throw anywhere, but it's a chance. So it's like 25% chance to cause them to save or freeze. But it still is, yeah.
Confident-looking drow. They seem to be finishing some elaborate and unholy ritual.
Oh, I didn't walk close enough. Okay, I thought I did. Oh.
What?
I think dogs can play DDO.
I am not
you can probably figure it out.
How would you get a dog to play DDO? Killed you at the start. This is nothing, my friend, a nuisance. The ritual is underway, and the silver flame is powerless to stop it. So pray, shall we continue?
Admittedly, I don't know much about teaching dogs tricks. They can't teach an old dog new tricks? Yeah, I can't teach a dog any trick. I have no idea how to do that. Also, I thought I had Death. Oh, I sure. Yeah, the mana cost is honestly a very large issue right now, so 23 can't come soon enough. Like, that is something that I need to have happen soon. If I had, like, past lives and stuff, this would be a lot simpler, but I don't. Or gear. Fall hurts. Divine Punishment also hurts. Dude, the fact that my hireling just stands around most of the time is very annoying to me. Like, watches me get hit and just stands there. Yeah. It's also weird. I find spellcasters more dangerous than melees. Like, this guy's not going to be very dangerous at all because he can't hit me. Because I can just run away. Very bizarre. This important note, my health is going to go up because at 22 I'm going to be taking toughness, or no, perfect shield mastery, and then probably toughness after that. So I will be getting some more hit points, but it just takes a little while. Beaten to death is kind of eye-opening. Yeah. It's like, make decisions. Like, look at his mana. Albus, cast your spells, buddy.
The Silver Flame are looking into cult activity in the area. Your help would be greatly appreciated.
Oh, are they? Oh, good. Thank you for letting me know that the Silver Flame are looking into cult activity in the area. I didn't know. Oh, that's funny. Oh. That's great. Man, sorry, I'm just like riding that high from what just happened. That was a unbelievable experience. I was very much not expecting to live. I thought my character was dead, and I thought I'd have to like restart on the regular servers or something. So I'm very happy that that was not the case. Hydrate? I'll hydrate when I want to hydrate.
You have entered the nether,
which is right now, thank you. I appreciate that.
A magical barrier built by the silver flame glows on the path ahead.
Delicious. Delicious, tasty water. So good. Missed a near-death experience. Don't worry, it'll be in the YouTube video. And now I get her with the stun the second she becomes active. Stun. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you stunned and you can't make any actions? That's right. You're stunned and you can't take any actions. Yeah, I almost died. But I did. I'm still going to have to do, I think, the third quest on hard. Just because the Spinner of Shadows is really sketchy. On Elite difficulty. Especially if I'm doing, like, Epic Elite. Where
hot, stale
I get,
air blows
you know,
into the
Spinner of Shadows chain cast Dispel Magic. She does like 200 damage a strike. The Hezrus knock you down by myself. So I think I will still do that one on hard, even though I will lose some XP. Dude, I've only died once. I only have one death clip this season. Unlike usually, where there would be a whole host. Yeah, only one death so far. This will be my lowest death season? Unfortunately, yes. I just happen to be successful and able to make it through everything. It's weird. It's really weird. It's very refreshing, but very weird.
The drow here are intently prying dragon shards from the cavern wall.
Gotcha. Have you ever done Spinner on R10? I don't think so. I've wanted to do a whole life of running everything on Reaper 10, but the main problem is that it just sounds really, really, really tedious. Like, it would just take a very, very long time, and you'd probably want to have, like, a reasonable static group for it. And I also don't want to ask anyone to commit to that, because it, in a lot of cases, doesn't sound entirely fun. So, I haven't done a lot of quests in the leveling process, like the general leveling path on R10. Do I shrine here? I don't think I need the shrine. You would not recommend it? Good to know. I wouldn't imagine that anyone would recommend it, but it's comforting to know that, you know, you would not. A very long time and it went downhill after Wisdom Vanguard. True. I still could die. Just because my game crashed and I made it through doesn't mean that that is like some you know, endless beacon of success that my character will not eat it. There's a good chance I'm going to eat it very soon.
This comfortably furnished.
If you're wondering why I'm breaking everything, it's because there's basically very few breakables in this quest, and all of them, almost all of them, are in this room. And so by just breaking the few in this room, it gives me a reasonable amount of additional XP. I love Avernus Battle Ragers. Your power went out? Oh, that sucks. Aren't you not that far from me? You're only like a few hours away. Well, I will have to keep an eye on that. If I go out again, it's probably the power going out. Thanks, dude. I appreciate that. Yeah, because my game recently crashed while I was fighting a boss, while I was turned to stone in Hardcore League. Because I got hit with flesh to stone, and then I panicked, and so I mashed Alt-R. Alt because it's block, and then R is my heal. Unfortunately, that was a keybind for NVIDIA that caused the overlay to pop up, so I flashed the overlay like 50 times in 1 second, and my graphics card crashed out. Which makes sense. I did not treat it very well in that moment. I put a lot of pressure on my graphics card that I didn't need to. What's my move speed right now? 144. God, that's fast. Forgot about how fast I get to move all the time. I can make even faster. I can go 151 constantly. Important note, you might be wondering why I move fast. Stormsingers get 1% faster move speed per. Auto, I was going to call with him and he lost it. Really? You know those keybind? Yeah, it's the NVIDIA overlay. Or one part of the NVIDIA overlay. It's like the status, so it tells you all about the just like the temperature and the usage of your graphics card. It is a good menu, but I was mashing Alt and R and I almost ate it, so I turned it off. But damn, okay. Where's the outage map? Let me see. Ottawa outage map. Let's see what we got. Hydro Ottawa outage map. Oh, the city is completely clear. There's no one out. There's no one out in the city. In Munster, there's some people that have no power, but not in the city of Ottawa. Alt Z and Alt F10, yeah. Windows key for activation. I actually have the Windows key disabled. So whenever not all the time, but whenever I actually have any video games running, it automatically disables the Windows key, which is convenient because then I can actually keybind the Windows key for my games. So it's basically an extra key, like an Alt or a Control at the bottom. Which is nice.
The heat grows more oppressive.
But yeah, I don't see anything on the outage map, but also it was updated 5 minutes ago, so we'll see. Thank you, Hydro. You're keeping me with power. Wonderful. Yeah, because I don't use the Windows key for anything. Because the Windows key used to be good to open up the start menu, but like I can click the start menu. It's not that hard. I click start menu all the time, so I don't really need to worry about anything like that. Get stunned, everybody. Oh god. No, I didn't want to do that. Oh god. Okay, good. I wanted to make sure she died because it's really dangerous to leave that monster up there. Oh. Okay, we're good. It's American stack time. We know what you owe us, but thanks to the tax service industry putting money in our pockets, we make you pay them instead commercials. Love it. Great. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. That's really dumb. Hey, Europeans. Is that how taxes work in Europe? I'm playing an Ice Sork Tiefling, and my brother keeps telling me you're doing it wrong. I should be fired. I keep telling him it's for the memes. Hey, man. Tieflings can be blue. You can be ice cold. What's wrong with that? I see. No problem. Shadowplay work DDO. Oh, does it not? Yeah, that sucks. Yeah, you gotta have those sick clips. Every time you die, you just eat it. Then just save the clip. Government does your taxes in the UK? Okay. Yeah, but, like, when it comes to whether you should or shouldn't, you play a certain type of build with a race, realistically, it doesn't matter. I mean, Tiefling is still good for Sorcerer. You get charisma and stuff. Geo milk and something like that is super cool. Yeah, because like I said, I don't know how you can get in trouble. I'm pretty sure it's the same thing here in Canada, where you still have to like calculate out what you owe as opposed to just being told what you owe in taxes, which is stupid. Because I also just use the turbo tax, and it takes care of all of my problems. I just put my numbers in the computer, and then it's all sorted. I'm not an expert on taxes, but yeah. Possibly jailed. Hilarious. It's jail time. Like, you're just sitting there in the cell. It's like, what'd you do? Murder. What'd you do? I robbed 10 banks. What'd you do? I filed one of the forms wrong on my taxes, and now I'm in jail for the next 38 years. Oh shit. Oh shit. Well, freedom. That's it. You got any? Yeah, I need the freedom to overpay on my taxes. Okay. We just have to verify tax returns. If that's true. That sounds right. As I said, when it comes to understanding taxes fully, I'm not an expert. It was something we also didn't really cover in school. So, I don't know. Which I find very perplexing. Like, I don't know why we wouldn't learn that in school. Like, in high school, university, it doesn't matter. We, like, literally never covered taxes. How you pay taxes, what your money is even really for. There was, like, a little bit of it in... There was civics and careers, which was a class that was... Half of the semester was civics, and the other half was careers. And we learned a little bit about some of the different organizational structures within the government. But yeah, I definitely should have learned a bit about taxes, probably. That would have been a useful skill to have. Magma is what you call lava underground? True. And that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Wondering if the human extra feet might have been stronger early game, but it all peters out later. I think that it probably does be better, or it probably is better early game, but yeah, it comes, you know, kind of comes out in the wash. Like, here's some history or math. Go to college, maybe to a person. Like how? Yeah, exactly. Magma. I mean, to be fair, magma is both cool, because, like, liquid rock is a very interesting substance. And also, Conch 4 Gogs. Or Blasting 4 is kind of good. Also, you know, what do you do if there's, like, a volcano erupts in the middle of your city? You need to know how to differentiate between the magma and the lava. Like, that just makes sense to me. I'm going to do this one on hard because I am terrified of the Spinner of Shadows. You have taxes or money? Yep. Yeah. Like, when people talk about how, like, the system is rigged, you know, for the rich to get richer, it's really, really in your face, too.
Are arguing over a pile of dragon shards.
Like, not educating the general population about the concepts of money that govern the entire system. I mean, that's kind of a... That's, yeah, you know. It's kind of rigged. I thought you were doing this in R1 at first? No. This is hardcore. I'm playing with the solo bard guided playthrough to teach people how to get through this. And my suggestion is, do this quest on hard if you're by yourself, unless you're, like, prepared and ready with your character. I don't have any good gear. Like, I bought this +7 con chain shirt.
Glowing spiders scurry about,
so I bought that. I have this level 9 resistance fortification bracer, not bad. I got this ring, sheltering false life and fortification, pretty good. Dodge 5 boots, dude. Dodge 5, let's go. Magnetism 77, give me some lightning spell powers, not bad. Charisma 7 plus devotion, I mean, beautiful. Death block. Doesn't really do anything else, but death block is not bad. Spell absorption, or spell saves and spell resistance. The spell saves 3 is actually very good. The spell resistance is not that great, because right now it gives me only 24, which could be higher. But the spell saves is huge, because with spell saves, I'm able to just make, it's just an extra +3 to all my saves versus all spells, which is pretty sweet. Evocation 2, got that one. And I managed to rip this bad boy out of Isle of Dread. So now let us leave this place. Would it be nice if I was wearing all level 20 gear? Yes. Do I have any of that stuff? No. I will do no such thing. That's what it is. Now that I am free, I could get a Darkstorm helm if I want and replace my Walking Ancestors helm. I would lose 88 mana, but and 2 charisma, but I would gain lightning lore and magnetism. Blue flame suddenly erupts in front of the demon. The Spinner of Shadows screams and scuttles back counting in 3rd grade. You feel her grasp on you slip. Yeah, they didn't teach us that. The Silver Flame Guardian speaks. iPads from the school, so it's definitely not the norm. iPads from the school? What is this?
Some of the flames still
love and hate this question. Yeah, it's a complicated one. It's a complicated one.
The Silver Flame Guardian
I like it. I much prefer to do this in a group, but
will not last.
It is what it is.
Destroy her spiders, They have consumed the essence of the silver flame that holds her here. If you can light the wards again, she will be imprisoned once more.
What about going for some Borderlands gear? Then I have to farm the Borderlands. I pulled 2 items out of the Borderlands, I think. I pulled the Strength Ring of the Borderlands. Rip Rubiel being slain by Parnamool. Parnamool is inside of Prison of the Plains, so that sucks to die at Prison of the Plains at 17. Because I soloed this one. That one.
Silver flame whispers in your mind.
Many spiders have burrowed underground.
Yeah, I could farm out some keeping the Borderlands gear if I wanted, but like the odds that I actually get anything that I can even use are really low. So I'd rather just keep progressing. Block so I don't get knocked down by the webline snare. If you didn't know, you can block the webline snare away. So when you see it come up on your screen, just start blocking, and your character won't get knocked down. Yeah, even just this, I'm noticing it's like, damn, I need extra damage. I need the damage. Would have been good to know. Well, now you know. You know what? That's it. Now you know. I'm just here to help. Here to help. Why does Stormcatcher cap out at maximum catch level 20? That means it literally doesn't do any extra damage. Why does it even say maximum catch level 20? It should just tell you how much damage this does. That is confusing. They should reword this enhancement. So it just tells you how much damage it does.
The demon's voice echoes from the shadows above.
Hello from Linda Cheese? I don't know from Linda Cheese. What is your spell order? It's like Bard Songs, then Chain Lightning. So usually, the first spell I want to cast is going to end up being Horn of Thunder, because it's my highest damage ability, and it's also a spell-like ability, so it has a very low cost. Then I also want to get Greater Shout in the mix, because Greater Shout is a stun, which protects me very heavily against a lot of what the monsters do. On top of that, it's also a Sonic spell, which means it procs the lightning damage from Stormsinger. So those are all good. Thunder Snow, of course, is very, very powerful, because it does a huge amount of damage. So I like using Thunder Snow whenever I get the opportunity, because it just deals a whole bunch of damage. I get to upgrade Thunder Snow later, so it's even better, but I don't have the upgrade yet. Chain Lightning is also nice. Depends on the circumstance. I'm not using Chain Lightning a lot in this quest chain because all the demons, so the Jarliths, the Hezru, and all that other stuff, are completely immune to lightning. So it doesn't really, get the job done. It doesn't really do what I want it to do, but that's okay. Yeah, I would say, depending on what it is, I like to throw in Chain Lightning pretty early because Chain Lightning is a very powerful spell. But also at the same time, I don't know. Do I have like a real chain of events? I don't know.
A feeling of dread overwhelms you, as if darkness.
Oh, dude, I have so many of these. I didn't realize I picked up so many. I think Acolyte Skin Tree would be more compelling as a true tank tree rather than just a bulky blaster. No, I don't. I think that Acolyte of the Skin would be a very boring idea for like a tank would be a very boring idea because you're fusing with a demon. So why would you be a tank? You're fusing with a demon, so you should have crazy demon powers. I think it would be more compelling if I think the beam is a bad place, and I think because it's ranged and it's weird. They should just take it so that the Demon Claw thing that they're going to be adding is the Eldritch Blast. They make it like a Demon Claw Eldritch Blast and beef up the tank just a little bit. So you want to be in melee and be Eldritch Blasting and meleeing at the same time. That's what I think they should do.
Cries the Spinner of Shadows.
Oh, I know. For those of you that are familiar with the video series Dungeons and Developer Insights, which has not been around in a while, and I don't have a particular data, so I'm going to be returning to that, so don't ask me. There is an episode where we designed a tank Epic Destiny, and it was a demon tank Epic Destiny. About, like, literally turning into a demon. If you guys recall.
The Spinner of Shadows decides to change tactics.
Arise, my spiders! Destroy the Guardian! Without it, the mortals are lost.
So yeah, I can see like the idea of being a tanky demon as like something that would kind of come out during the natural, like as you're trying to feel out and figure out what you want to do. Oh, I have to save the Guardian. I wasn't paying attention. Oh no, I'm sorry, Guardian. I wasn't thinking. Oh shit. Oh no, they're getting closer. Oh, don't eat them. I need you. Yeah, I know. Oh god. How did I get knocked down? Oh, by the Jarlet. What the heck? Go. I think I can buff the Silver Flame Guardian. I actually don't know. Beautiful. Now it will passively heal.
Hello Eltrim, Brian here. My understanding is that you don't what Fromanda cheese is. Fromanda cheese is a very traditional Italian cheese that is fermented to perfection. Essentially, it's cheese from under these nuts. Have you finished face palming? Well, Rip Bozo. Rip Bozo.
How did you know I was gonna do it? This guy's a friggin' time wizard.
Rip Bozo.
Oh my god.
The swarm of spiders subsides, and the Guardian is once again safe. Time for you to finish.
Unbelievable. Literally, the guy just painted a picture.
The demon chuckles in the shadows.
It was just a picture of me doing exactly what you said. What am I, a marionette over here? Oh my god. How did that even happen? What is happening? Who are you people? How'd you get into my room? Why is this going on? Just feels like less options than Warlock to be another cone build. I don't think it's less options, if I'm being honest. Like, I think it'll probably do more damage than a regular Warlock cone build, just because the double damage, double pack damage to anything that's feared is really not a difficult requirement, unless there's no way to fear bosses. If there's no way to fear bosses at all, then yeah, it's gonna suck. But doesn't seem too bad. Plus, you get tons of spell power. Yeah, we'll see. I think I hope that they have plans to buff it in between, because I feel like it's definitely something that could use some buffs for sure. Because I think that's pretty much where it fails the most, is that it just isn't as strong as some other options. Not as strong as other options. It's not as strong as other options in terms of, like, it doesn't stand out as actually, no, hold on. It doesn't stand out enough on its own in terms of being a, like, unique enough build where the ideas behind the character are very cool, and they did a good job with that block. I blocked the webline trip. I guess maybe I was lagging. Oh yeah, there is lag going on. Shit. Oh fuck. Oh god. Where's Albus? Albus, save me. Creator Resto. Oh god, why did she drain my levels? Need 3 more? Oh god, hold on. Let me just focus for a sec. I can't block in the air. Crap. Jiminy Crickets! Again, this is exactly why I did this on Elite, or Hard, and not on Elite. Oopsie. So I would be very dead right now if I decided to do the difficulty. Go, 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 go. Also, by... Oh my god. Ugh, my block isn't working. It's like the game starts to lag right when she grabs me, so my block doesn't actually register. I think I'm just going to take her to the center and deal damage, and then by dealing damage to her, she'll eventually prop up some extra spiders, and then they literally just need 1 spider. It's actually faster to go get one of these. Did you know there's no range limit on Stormcatcher? So I learned that today. She can go across the lava. Almost done. Almost done. Come on, brain. Let's go. Go, 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 go. Okay, that one, that one. These 2. Perfect. Go. Go. Get away from me.
The last war ignites, and brilliant light fills the cavern.
Perfect.
The spinner of shadows shouts. But it is a shout of triumph.
Anyway. I think that
once again you are held in an irresistible.
It's like a slightly different enlightened spirit that has more damage in it. And what I would like to see them do is, one, the big demon attack needs to be something major. Number two, it should have a different play pattern, but the laser is currently, the beam is the worst of every single blast shape, easily. So they either need, they need to make a bunch of changes to the beam or choose to do something else. Because yeah, the beam is just way too long. The beam is too narrow, so it barely hits anything. The beam is too slow, so it also barely hits anything. Moving targets, the beam is useless. So they need to like make the beam faster and wider, or I don't know, maybe more continuous. So it's longer, so it hits more targets. But yeah, the beam currently in it as it stands is not super great. And then the I-beams are interesting, but they're very similar to the Eldritch Blast stuff, or like the Eldritch Burst and Spirit Blast from Enlightened Spirit. They don't really do a whole lot else. And then also, I feel like some of the passives in the core can be stronger. So in my opinion, how do they make it more unique? Shore up the passives in the cores so that you are stronger, because you don't give those to anybody else. So just add, like I said, they should all be 3 per level, at least, or sorry, 4 per level as opposed to 3 per level. Also, they need to, like I said, fix the beam or replace it.
Lord's voice fades away.
And I guess we also have to wait and see on the tier 5. The other hard part too is to make a direct comparison. I can't because the thing doesn't work, or didn't work on the mania, so there's no way to make like a direct one-to-one comparison about what does what. Is less mana oriented than ES. Honestly, why is ES 20%? Is the UK 15? I don't know. I think ES is 20 because it was 20. Also because an Enlightened Spirit does way less damage than Vile Chemist and Eldritch Knight, which I think is maybe another part of it. I think Vile Chemist and Eldritch Knight are just, like, way stronger. Resonating and Repair. That might not be true in all cases, but I think in a lot of cases it is. So I spent my points here. And now where do I want to spend my points? I do want to be able to take Scales of the Dragon, because Scales of the Dragon is very good. So I think I will grab this. Not Dragon Scales, but Scales of the Dragon for the defense. I think this will save me very heavily. I don't have breath weapons. I don't need immunity to fear. I'm not using a quarterstaff, so I guess I take Coalescence here. I'll just grab the physical magical resistance rating and grab Coalescence after. I think that's the play. So then when I get to 23, I'll be able to grab Core, Evergreen, Scales of the Dragon. Maybe not exactly at 23, but you know, somewhere around there. Sounds pretty good. Okay, I'm going to quickly grab some water real quick. I'll be right back.